How are we doing today? How is everyone's day gone?
I'm good. I'm really good.
I just finished the 5-hour stream before starting this podcast, so I'm fresh.
As fresh goes.
Yeah.
Was that just double XP grinding?
Yeah, I was doing rune crafting, so I was I haven't done rune crafting in years. I went in completely blind, not knowing what the hell I was doing in the rune span. But I ended up on the whole stream for 5 hours. I went from 50 to 68, and got 500,000 XP. I don't know if that's good or bad.
The rune span's really nice. That's what I did for like most of mine as well, because it's just easy.
Yeah. Soul Altar?
I don't have the quest.
Yeah, you have to
do
the
the quest line for max account.
I hate quests, but trust me, it is worth it. It is so worth it to just get the Soul Altar. It's not that bad. It's bad, but not that bad.
Right now as well, they're not exactly, well, cheap soul runes.
Yeah, they make a little bit of profit as well. Runespan is like, the only bonus is it being slightly AFK.
Yeah.
There's like no other benefit. It's slow. It's not profitable, really. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I couldn't stand Runespan myself.
We worked out the numbers because obviously I had 5 hours to do nothing. So it worked out that the quest line and everything, the difference between doing soul and very nice, very nice.
There you go.
The difference between soul and the rune span is about 16 hours. So can you do the full quest line, all of the requirements in 16 hours to save time? I don't know.
I mean, probably.
Soul Altar is like 350k an hour. Runespan is 100 if you're doing it properly at like level 95 or something.
But it gets
I think we're comparing
doubled,
it to
it?
blood runes.
Oh, right.
Oh well, blood runes are so much more like
profitable.
Are they?
Yeah,
soul runes?
I think natures are the best currently, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
A jumbo strawberry margarita. Okay, 1 second.
I did Runespan all the way, but I'm very lucky. I can AFK things while I'm at work, and AFK worked for me. So
it's not that AFK, right? Like, or
it's still running around a little bit, but it's more AFK. Yeah.
I mean, I'll lobby every now and then, but I'm at work. I shouldn't really be on RuneScape anyway, right? So any XP's more than what I should really be getting.
And then at the same, you're like getting 8 hours of extra gains while just doing your daily stuff. So
yeah, even if it's not efficient gains, it's just reality was kind of the fact I could AFK, and then PVM in my evenings was what I tend to enjoy.
That's
we're
when you stream,
about
right?
3 hours in though, and then I realized,
that's when I stream.
I've got to do this. Like, I've got the time stipulation on the account to do it in 1 year, max in 1 year. It's like, oh crap, this is a huge cut out of that 1 year to get rune crafting.
I mean, at least you picked a good year, right? With 4 double XPs.
Yeah, it's like the best for Jim. Jim literally is lucky. Like, imagine doing it with just 2. The Bibles, man.
Got some big gains this week, so really good game.
Good. You stream on YouTube, right? Only, or like I see the notifications. I get the notifications.
Yeah, I never usually used to stream on YouTube, but because of I don't know, I just didn't fall in love with the whole Twitch side of things. Like, it was great while I was doing it, but I just feel more comfortable on YouTube because Twitch has this weird stipulation where it's like you've got to stream 12 days out of 30 days and X amount of hours, and I'm like, I don't want to be obligated to do that. I've got other stuff that I need to do, so YouTube makes more sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, even if you're partner on Twitch, YouTube gives you more of a cut from the if you have the membership thing. I found out.
Yeah, 70% versus 50.
Yeah, that's a lot. And like, if you're not a partner on Twitch, I believe it's like 40% is what you get. Because you get 2
I think it's 50% still on Twitch.
It's not 2.5, because for every sub you don't get 2.5. I'm fairly certain. I think I looked at that once.
I'm pretty sure I got 248 for 1 month randomly where I wasn't streaming, but someone had a concurrent sub going, and that was the only thing that happened.
Oh.
So unless it's changed. But anyway, Dark Child of God, there is your jumbo strawberry margarita.
Are you literally drawing these with a stick? Oh my god.
See, it's jumbo. It's massive. He has 2D arms, but he's managing to lift it. I don't know how.
I'm going to be honest.
Yes.
You're definitely a creative podcast interviewer. I'll give you that. Like the setup, like drawing people's cocktails. That's definitely something I've never seen before.
This is
Hey,
dedication.
you missed this last time as well. We had a seagull appear. My fiance brought in a seagull.
Yeah, I remember that.
It fell down halfway through. I didn't even notice.
I have tried to catch up with the vids, but I just listen to them on my phone, so I don't really watch.
Yeah, so there was the one where I had to disappear for 10 minutes. That was fun. And then we had the seagull appear last week, and who knows what we're going to chat about.
How did you even make? When did you make that?
I didn't. My fiance made it and came in halfway through the thing.
That's interesting. That's definitely something different.
a glass of milk. Okay.
Yes, please draw him a glass of milk.
We can do that.
So, Eddie, who's our new friend that we found for the podcast?
Yes, indeed. Introduce yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to introduce myself because, I don't know, I'm drawing cocktails. So, Jim, as always, go first.
I'm Jim. I make content on the YouTube, cinematic stuff, a little bit of guides there, but more cinematic stuff. That's me.
I was going to say
Okay.
James because he's like next to you, but
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm James. I'm a new streamer this year on RS, obviously, and that's pretty much how I'm known, I guess, today. I've been streaming since October and still going.
recently got partnered, right?
And recently got partnered, yes.
Fucking quickly,
Congrats.
dude. Congrats.
Enjoying that check mark, I'm sure.
Thanks. I'm still buzzing, honestly.
Was it your first time you applied? That's
It was my second. So I applied like 2 Fridays ago for the first time. They declined me on the following Monday, but I reapplied the Monday after, or the Friday after, and they accepted it the Monday after that. So last Monday.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I think there was about 2 weeks in my application process, and I mean, I was ready for another decline. I could have kept going until
what the
I had nothing
fuck?
to lose.
Sorry. Oh, that is the most cursed thing I've ever seen. Eddie. Oh my god. Sorry, I had to cut you. Cut you off.
No,
there,
good
Jim.
as. That was just very quick, I guess.
Yeah,
I
that's-
expected more declines. Obviously, I was expecting a few more, and I wasn't really hoping on it. But I lose nothing by applying, so why not?
True.
I
True.
just randomly logged in one day, and there's a new TOS for me to accept and partner.
Bing, bang, bong.
Hell yeah. They denied me, dude.
I mean, you didn't stream
I
for
gave
very
up
long
after.
at all, did you?
No, I just
Right.
wanted to get the check mark and then quit, like have an achievement. But no, they denied me.
Yeah,
I had
for sure.
100
feel
average
like it's
viewers.
different.
100. Denied me, dude.
I feel like it's different all around the world because I know there are definitely other people that deserve this more than I do. And they've applied upwards of 5 to 10 times, and they've
Ouch.
got a lot more solid stats than I do. But it could just be a region thing.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Or like maybe they check some kind of analytic that no one else really like looks out for, and then apparently that you might have something like I don't know, like average viewer time.
It would be more like, how's your views to member? That's probably something they definitely look at. Like, how many people do you convert into being a member? That's a big part of it.
Ick is money.
With Twitch, that would probably be follows, potentially, something like that. How many people
follows
view
versus
and then
subs.
actually go and follow? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a big contributor to getting pushed through.
That's why I got denied. Someone just gifted me a shit ton, and other than that, not really.
There you go,
Oh,
That's
Fletching.
nice.
There you
Is
go.
that-
What was that?
I'm probably
Chris
going to have to deny that request. Unfortunately, I don't have that available here on the beach.
You talking about H?
Yeah.
I mean, you could always draw like a little NSFW, but yeah, let's not do that.
No,
US.
I was going to say I'm good.
Sacrifice stuff for ritual.
Getting banned off of Twitch for drawing a cocktail.
Oh yeah, boy, we're doing introduction as well. Yeah, sorry.
We were.
I'm Protoxx Gaming. I make guides. I make cheesy jokes, and I drink a lot of tea. A lot gets weather, but still.
Fantastic.
That's about it.
All right, and I'm Eddie, and I do all sorts of chatting and long form stuff. Really, to be honest, I do
Trying to
this
stretch.
podcast every week. We do the game show thing, the last episode of which was on Saturday, Omid versus Kafar. It was a good one. It was good.
You do the roundup.
The roundup. Oh yeah, the community showcase roundup. That's the only like short form thing I do that's regular, which is a weekly like sub 10-minute video showing like the art and stuff from the RuneScape community. And yeah, and then I do weekly interviews with lots of different content creators. In fact, all three of these gentlemen have an interview with me over on the YouTube channel. So once we're done here, maybe go and check it out and see what you think.
Subscribe.
Oh, subscribe, yeah. See, I suck at doing like the plugs.
You should. It's not that hard. Just ask for subs.
I know, but it seems so weird. Like I mentioned this last time, like
Yeah,
for
we
me and
inspired on that
Jim,
topic, yeah.
we both come from like having filmmaking sort of courses and stuff where you don't ask for anything in the content. So coming into like YouTube where you have to ask for stuff is such a weird, I don't know, concept.
I mean, if you do it subtly, subtly is that word? I don't know, dude. In a subtle way, I'd see how that's bad.
It's just, I guess, finding a way that works, isn't it?
It's not bad, more so it's just not adequate for what the other media form is.
Yeah, because you don't really do on like TV shows or
Subscribe to my TV show.
Yeah.
guys, you go ahead and like pay to get these channels. Come on, guys. I mean, you have ads for that.
Yeah.
Instead of asking.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be included in the content, which is the thing.
I'll take Mad Max the Fox and go, how much? Put this on TV. I'm sure people will love RuneScape. It's great. Trust me.
They're gonna be like, "What the hell is this clicking game, dude? It's trash.
Ooh.
What's this? World of
Didn't
Warcraft?"
South Park make an episode on this?
They might have. If they didn't, The Simpsons might have.
Right.
Yeah, that next season of South Park, because of the way the world is now, everyone's becoming a lot more politically correct, and I don't know how many more seasons of South Park they're going to get away with stuff for. The worlds are changing.
It's gonna be sad day when it stops, dude. It's been a long. They don't have like 20 seasons.
Yeah, we need satire in the world. Like, as much as it's like dark humor sometimes and everything like that, I feel like, that's a needed thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't take a joke sort of thing, like, come on. And it's not out to actually hurt someone.
It's the people that get offended for just for no reason. It's
The sake of being offended.
yeah, the blue-haired girl that's just mad at everything you do.
Karen.
Isn't that meme? Karen's, yep. Fucking Karen, dude.
It's been a beautiful uprising these last few months of Karens. There's been so many good videos that have come out.
Quality content. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're calling him out, because as someone, again, from the sales background, I had Karens in work every freaking day. And it's good that they're getting named and shamed.
It's kind of funny how you say that. Named and shamed.
Yeah.
Oh, someone uses a... Wait, that's a blue-haired girl? Okay. That probably
It is a
proves my
blue
point.
head. Oh, by the way, anyone watching throughout the stream, if you click on the speech bubbles, the channel points thing, I've currently got a thing going for a 24-hour stream. There's 16 days left. We're only 10% of the way through, so the chances of it happening, we'll see. They're quite low at the moment, but if everybody in the chat donate, you can donate up to 2k a day. So if everyone does 2k, then or however many you gain throughout the course of this, it will. I'm sure it will jump up. Also,
How the hell are you...
There's 1362. Enjoy.
Oh, you can just donate straight to that without actually having to purchase something.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I have not utilized my channel points at all.
Look
So wait,
at my channel
trouble.
points. They are awful.
I'm in trouble.
I'm
in trouble.
I have highlight my message for 100k, and this. That is the only option. I'm
Wait
waiting
for
for
100k. What the?
I'm
how
waiting
many
for the
earn?
day that someone actually clicks on the highlighter message one. It's gonna be beautiful.
If you put it too low, it gets spammed. I noticed that on my streams. That's a problem. When I used to stream, people are using it way too often to highlight words like beans and all that stuff.
So
Stuff like that.
when I like set up the channel, I was like, I don't have a clue what I want to do, but I don't want people spamming this stuff. I'll remove it so then they can still gain points, and then in the future maybe there'll be a use for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still kind of working towards that, but having the like goal thing there is quite a nice way of doing it, rather than having it as a actual monetary goal, because that seems a little bit, well, very sellouty.
Oh, I'm a sellout. I did it for the internet for streaming, dude. It kind of worked, and then I quit streaming. Oof. 3 months later, oof. Scammed.
Anyway, shall we move on to the first topic I've got lined up today? As we've been going for 15 minutes and we kind of
Yeah.
not actually talked about anything yet.
Wait, you didn't even send the list of topics this time.
I'm going into this 100% blind.
That's
Same
the
now.
point. That is
Someone
the point.
said that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's fine. Well, this is quite a simple one. Which stereotype about each other's countries do we think is true, and which are like the bad ones that just don't make sense? So, who would like to name a stereotype about Oz, New Zealand, Netherlands, or UK?
Wow.
Bro,
I knew that was going to come up.
No.
Everyone knows us.
That's Wales, isn't it? Like, in the UK, it's Wales that's a stereotype for.
Well, it's one here as well.
I mean, it does make sense. You do have a lot of sheep over there.
We do. We do have a lot of sheep.
No.
New Zealand, I would say, I don't know, a very common one for them is fish and chips brew. Like, that's something that's pretty commonly said over here. It's the equivalent of when people say shrimps on a barbie for Australians.
Correct.
Yeah,
I feel like our are we considered like quite offensive to other countries? Because a lot of our jokes, say I was talking to an Aussie, I could say a few things that I would easily be able to get away with, but maybe someone in the States would get quite offended with that.
I think that's the same with UK humour, actually, to be honest. It's the kind of sort of sarcastic, not actually taking what you're saying seriously kind of thing.
Taking the piss.
Yeah.
I love that about the UK.
Yeah.
When I lived there.
You can get away with saying everything?
Well, not everything. I'm sure Eddie knows, but like with your friends you would. And maybe with like the casual chat on the street, maybe. Depends on who. What kind of energy you got.
I mean, in Australia, stereotype for us is that we're a bunch of pissheads who just party all day and every night, and that's kind of true. Like, we just get munted every weekend.
Holy crap. Did not know that. Funnily enough.
Yeah, no, I'd
Like,
say...
not something I would say they're known for.
So over here, like, there's a Foster's advert, and that's kind of the only Australian representation in the media as, like, a regular thing, and it's, well, some Aussies always having a drink. So, yeah, I mean, over here, that's kind of a common thing.
So maybe it is. Oh, look at the chat.
We don't drink Foster's in Oz. Well,
I mean,
I can't, you know. Hang on, let me find the guys.
how vulgar can we be on podcast, Eddie?
Well, you know,
TOS.
as long as it's within TOS, then I'm happy for you to go wherever you'd like to.
Alright.
Yeah, because in Australia, there's lingo that probably wouldn't go so well overseas. Like, if we go, oh, you're a sick cunt, like, that's a good thing here in Australia.
Yeah, that's not so well looked upon over here.
So, you know.
But that is not offensive at all to me.
But
That's
over here, it's like,
That's how we talk.
It's like how saying mate to someone.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no,
basically
it's.
it. That's equivalent of mate.
I was gonna say in the UK, it's probably the worst word you could say.
Wow.
Over here,
To be
it's like
honest,
every
yeah.
second word.
Yeah.
I'm used to that because I'm in an Australian clan, and in voice chat, they tend to say that word a lot. I think. Well, it depends on the person, but some really do.
So they're the guys from the advert. How Australian do they look to you?
The
The
right
guy
one.
the guy on the left, yeah. The guy on the right, nah.
Really, I was going to say the other way around.
Yeah,
See,
the guy on the left looks Aussie. Maybe because of that Aussie rules shit thing he's got on.
Yeah, he's
I
got
don't
like
know what
St.
that is.
George colours, Swanee colours.
What the?
But the guy on the right, I don't know. He's not Australian. We don't wear Hawaiian shirts like that shit.
I was going to. Damn. See, so that's how little I know. Apparently, I was going to say the right one looks like an Australian. Oof, dude. Maybe he's from Hawaii though. Who
He's
knows,
also drinking Fosters. We don't drink Fosters.
That's what I mean. The marketing for Foster's in the UK is it is an Aussie drink, which is quite funny. If it's just not drunk at all.
dude.
Yeah, if we get angry, just seeing in the chat there, Ivos has it right. If we say, "Listen here, mate," that's a bad mate. You don't want to be called that. That's you're in trouble. Like that's us being offensive to each other, mate. But you
You can
go
hear it in the tone.
C word, that's fine.
So,
Is it?
oh, sorry.
I was going to say, is it ever used in a bad way?
Yeah, like if you get into a fight, you'll be like, "Oh fuck you," you know, and off you go to the top.
It's beautiful, dude.
Your mum's a fucking.
I love it, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, we go off at each other pretty hard with the nasties when we're angry.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
the only one that likes that. It's fine. It's funny.
I mean, at least we fight with our hands and not guns here. That's another thing we have going for us. We settle it with our fists, not trying to kill each other.
Yeah, what about
Americans
Brits?
gonna-
From the other side of the world, what do they really all have bad teeth? Well, I mean,
That's
no,
stereotyping.
that is like, so I'm from like the south of England, and down here it's not really a thing. I can't really call for the rest of the country because I haven't visited it a huge amount. So, but I would say no. Ah, yes, the tropical south. Right now, yes, it's boiling and horrible and sticky.
Is that linked to genes, or is it you just don't fucking brush your teeth?
I mean, I brush my teeth. I've got a toothbrush right here.
Like, I feel like there's a gap in the market. I'm going to move to the fucking UK and start a toothbrush company and make billions.
No, man, there's plenty of adverts and stuff on TV for toothpaste and all sorts. If anything, there's too many. Like, I don't know. I don't know why that is.
It must be in the genes or something. Like, if it is to be true, and it's definitely in the genes.
It's true. Nikki's saying Dutch stereotyping is your famous cafes.
I mean, they are a thing, and there are a lot of young people that do smoke that, kush, whatever you call it in America. But I would say it's way less than people think.
I guess it's
Way
seen
less.
from the outside as a place to go and be able to do it, though. That's
Yeah,
why.
but, when they think of the Netherlands, they think of Amsterdam. That's it, literally.
Yeah.
They just that's it. There's nothing else. You guys ever heard of Utrecht? Maybe
Huh?
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, yeah.
The Hague. The Hague,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's weird how they call it the Hague. It doesn't sound right. It's completely different.
How's it spelt?
Den Haag. It's completely. Oh, you mean in English? The Hague.
Yeah, how's it spelt?
Hague.
H-A-G-U-E, yeah.
Wouldn't even know how to pronounce that.
Neither, bro.
Hagu.
That's like
the
fucking
Hague.
wizard
Try.
shit. It sounds like a spell.
Hug. Hug.
That's wow.
Hog.
Hague.
Yeah, it's the Hague. I
Wow,
think.
that is an impressive house.
House? Show me
Yeah,
house.
hang on.
What?
Let me show you the image I've just
Out of
found.
nowhere,
I just-
that's a sick house, mate.
No, let me... Hang on, where's it gone? Why is it not showing up? Wait, where's the house? Wait.
I feel like a
What?
stereotype New Zealand got slapped with, unintentionally was Lord of the Rings.
It's recorded. Wasn't it
I don't know
filmed?
if
It's all
it's
filmed
good
though,
or
so
bad.
yeah.
It's
This is
good or
not a
bad,
house.
like-
This is not a house. What the fuck?
Luxury short breaks in The Hague 2019. Imagine going there. How much did that cost a night? Oof.
At least it's built properly. I know that in other countries, houses are way cheaper and larger, but that's because they're built from like wood everywhere, like wooden skeleton, basically. Well,
That's the Parliament
another,
building. Ah,
yeah,
thank you, Dutch people.
Oh,
not how
tax money. Got it.
Dutch equals windmills. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you do see there's a lot if you're like going through the country, I guess.
What's your okay? Say America. What's the first thing that comes to your mind for stereotype?
Gun.
Oh, really?
not gonna
I was
say gun,
thinking maybe
unfortunately.
obesity or something.
Yeah, I was thinking
Nah.
cheeseburgers and shit. I was thinking the
yeah.
obese thing too.
All
Nah.
the good fast food
Gunland.
restaurants. Pizza Hut, dude. McDonald's, Burger King, isn't Subway American? Pretty sure it is.
Mhm.
Subway's good. KFC, Wendy's, which I've never been to because we don't have one. I think, sadly.
KFC in America is a lot better than here, and it's definitely a lot better than Japan. Japanese KFC was not very good.
KFC in Australia is the fucking bomb, man. It's awesome.
No one's brought up clogs. Ah, let me find you an image of a clog, James.
What are clogs? Are they those shoes? Those little rubber
Yeah,
ones?
yeah, yeah.
They are.
shoes.
Okay,
Sort
we
of.
call them Crocs. We call
Yeah,
them
we call them
Crocs.
So
Crocs.
Crocs are a different. They're like an actual brand, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we call them Crocs.
Oh,
Wait,
this is
you're
a
talking about the
huge
wooden
image.
shoes from no one wears those. Literally, no one does. I saw this
Oh, okay.
tourist. No, these are not. What the?
That's different. That's not Crocs.
So that's what
No, this
Protoxx
is
wears.
wooden clogs
No.
brown.
No.
These are a bit more traditional. Hang on one sec. Let me swap
Yeah,
out
these
the
are
What
image.
he's
not-
wearing now.
And
That is not what I was thinking.
Nah, not at all.
there they are.
Look at the fucking curve in that thing.
Okay, so I saw this tourist make a vlog, and he bought these in a shop where there's like thousands, and he was walking on the street, and he looked like an absolute idiot. Honestly, no one wears these. Maybe like someone who's 90 years old. No one wears these.
What the fuck?
Literally, they're not even comfortable, dude. I've tried them once.
No,
It's
how
like,
the hell would that?
it's.
that
I mean,
just-
they.
ow.
Maybe, how do feet fit?
I
in
don't
these?
even think I'd be
I mean,
able to get my feet in them, to be honest, unless it was way oversized.
You
I think they're just
get
made
them
of
for your
wood.
size. You can get them sized for you. Like get.
Oh wow.
Wait, what's it
Yeah,
actually
here
made
in
of?
Australia, we just wear thongs everywhere.
Thongs?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
for
Good,
a shoey.
good. We're
Is that
getting
like
on
a-
to
is
That
slang.
would actually
Yes,
probably be alright.
Is that
Yeah.
slang for something else?
it's
Or-
slang for
Thongs.
flip flops.
Oh, what the fuck? I was
Yeah.
They
thinking,
call it thongs, not flip flops.
dude, flip flops are a good defense weapon, dude. Honestly, smack people with it.
Not one you bust a
With
hole. in.
jandals as well. Yeah. Oh dear.
Hey Eddie,
Hello.
have I told you about our seeds that we have in this country called cat heads?
You did the ones that you said
wanna kill
you
you.
can step on, and they're horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
show them
Christ.
a photo of
yeah,
that
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Let me.
Because you
these
just
look
mentioned thongs and
nasty
flip
as.
flops. Imagine wearing those, very thin rubber, and standing on one of these pricks. Fuck, it hurts. And
Dude,
not
it's
just
funny.
one of them, thousands of them. Look
It's
at the
fun-
fucking bastards.
What are they? Are they just lying randomly in the bush?
They're
and
just
stuff?
in the fucking bush. You walk over the fucking road and you step on those pricks.
Dude, the plants even want to kill you. It's reverse veganism, if that's even a term. Is that a thing? I don't know.
What?
Probably not.
They
What?
aren't bindies, bro. These are like bindies times 1,000. Some of those barbs on them, they can literally be like 1.5 centimeters thick. They go through your thong and straight in your foot like a fucking, you're stuck on a toothpick. That's what it feels like. It feels like you step on a
Actually,
toothpick.
yo, he has a point. You're better off wearing those wooden shoes. They'll protect you, dude. He has a point. Like literally, or just like carpenter shoes, like work shoes. They'll probably work with steel in them.
Yeah, so even the seeds in this country want to kill you.
Yeah, that's another one, isn't it? Everything in Australia wants to kill you. The amount of
Yeah, then you got New
Things.
Zealand, like literally our neighbor. Nothing
It's-
wants to kill you. They all just want to fucking. I
no
don't know.
snakes or anything.
lovely
Hey,
place.
no, we're good. There's no snakes, spiders,
There's no snakes.
Yeah.
Isn't there-
syringes.
You sure there's no?
There's
Isn't there like
no
one poison
snakes in New
snake?
Zealand. No, there's no snakes.
No, zero. Not
There's
even like
eels, but there's no snakes.
I mean, probably zoos or stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But no snake. But I mean, we even have snakes here, although they're like very rare. We have an adder, I think, like in a forest.
Yeah, same here. I saw one the other day, actually. It wasn't an adder, but a grass snake.
Dude, I want to see one. I just want to, grab him by the neck, do the survival man mode. Since it's safe anyways, they're just going to nibble
So
you anyway.
I went and saw my granddad the other day, and apparently when he was a kid, they used to chase them and kill them and hang them up on a hedge. And they had like a row of snakes hanging from a hedge.
Dude, this is all kinds of fucked up.
I'm not sure why. I think they were just bored. See, the
What?
things people did before
Sick.
the internet.
Sick in a bad way, by the way, not Australian way. Like, sick as in that.
James, did you watch Ragnarok?
No.
Oh, bro, you gotta watch it. Taika
What
Waititi.
Rag and Rock?
Ragnarok. Thor. Ragnarok.
No, I never heard of it.
Wait, you haven't seen the
full
Thor
film.
movies?
No, I haven't.
What? Avengers?
Oh.
Iron Man?
I watch very little TV, I think, or movies.
Bro, the director
What?
Taika Waititi, he has a character that he
Ragnarok,
plays in there.
Ragnarok.
Yeah. He got a
Never
character in the movie based on like a Maori bouncer, and he
Okay,
based
okay.
it off the character. And in part of the movie, he's like, "You got nothing to be afraid of unless you're made of scissors," because it's a rock paper scissors joke. And he's like, "Full got the accent and everything." I'm like, "This is awesome."
Well, is this based in New Zealand or is this just over? Just
No,
It's
it's
based
a
on
Marvel
like
movie.
outer space.
New Zealand in space,
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched
bro.
it. I'm
His
looking at-
character in it's so good.
I've searched it up now. I'm just looking at some photos.
Dude, have you not seen Iron Man?
I haven't.
Have you seen any of
that
the
weird?
Avengers films?
Is that weird? Maybe
Yeah.
years ago,
I mean-
I've seen some of the movies, but I stopped watching movies maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Wow.
I'm slightly disappointed here. Slightly. Just a little bit.
You
I'm
watch that
surprised.
one? Yeah, you'll watch it. It's based on a New Zealand bouncer at a club that he met once. And you know how the big Maori boys, they're huge, but they have like really gentle voices and hearts and shit like that. And it's like, you can come in here, but I'm going to break your legs. Your choice.
What did I watch? Whale Rider, is it? That's a classic New Zealand film. Apparently, it's an old one though.
It's an old one.
Yeah, I watched it on the
But
plane.
everyone here knows that, like that was a big thing. I think that was one of our. I don't know. There's not many films that come out in New Zealand, but that was one, and one was obviously Lord of the Rings.
And then there's the one with the rental car.
What rental car? Oh, there's the Once Warriors. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, that was a great movie.
I
Love that.
haven't. But
Oh, that was another big like New Zealand film. I haven't seen the car one. Maybe I have.
hang on, let me see if I can find it. I'll find a picture.
Yeah,
There you say
The anti-drinking one's good, as well as the Air New Zealand, the aeroplane one. That's a good commercial for that one too.
Pork pie.
I think I have heard of that. I've never seen it.
Well,
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Ish.
it's basically, I think, a group of guys get a rental car and they absolutely destroy it. And that is me sat inside it. They had it at this place we went to when I visited.
That looks funny. That looks funny.
I mean, that's me.
It's Mr. Bean's New Zealand cousin.
Yeah. Mr. Bean. Oh. Right.
I remember that
Mr.
episode where he
Bean.
locks his door with an actual padlock.
And that's it. It's the little like details.
Yeah, we grew up in a good time. We got, Rowan Atkinson. We had Robin Williams. We've had Jim Carrey. Like, we've had a really good bunch of comedians in our lifetime. I bet everyone said that about their own generations, but ours are better.
Can I just say that someone's literally watching this on their TV, and they sent me an image. It's really cool.
That's
Mr. Nexus. It
sweet.
looks sick.
Good. I'm glad it looks good blown up and not in this tiny little like 3x4 preview window I have. I'm glad it looks good when it's
Are you looking at the preview?
when it's
How many
larger.
pixels is my logo? Just like a blue square.
I probably could have. I didn't realize it was going to be our display photos from Discord. I could have probably picked something nicer.
Hey, you can change it whenever you'd like. Just
Change your Discord picture? 1 second,
It's
dude.
a bit late now. Kind of committed.
Oh, wait, I can't change my picture while streamer mode. What the hell's that?
You still
Just
got
when you stream.
Yeah, I got
Streamlabs
my
or
thing
something
on.
opened, yeah.
1 second. Edit. Just finding the picture, dude.
So, what have you been training on DXP?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't do
I
DXP.
mean, that's kind of how I ran into James yesterday and got him on the podcast.
That was so random. Okay, so yeah, I've still got a majority of my time left. I've got 200 mil summoning, but yeah, I haven't really planned much further than that.
Why did you guys
Also, I
screw
was doing some getting rid of my proteins when I bumped into you at Prif,
Yeah.
and that was a bad day for me. I don't drink very often, so Saturday was kind of like a sit here and do something AFK. So I'm doing something, and then I have someone talking to me. I honestly had no idea who was talking to me. I thought it was just like a random person that's watched my stream or something. So I was kind of replying to them, kind of just minding my own business. And then I realized you Discorded me, and then all of a sudden I was in a private call with you and Eddie. It all started, and then that was a hangover day for me. I'll be quite honest with you. I woke up on Sunday, forgot that even happened, and then I realized I think this morning when I woke up that we had this conversation, and booked the time and to sit down and have a chat, and that's when I realized what I had done.
Thank you, Eric, for that. I love the burger frog.
Sorry, James. I made him a little too hard.
What was that?
It's a frog in a burger.
What the
bro.
fuck?
That's a toad. Oh,
That's good.
beautiful.
That's good, though. It's good,
I
though.
love this image. But yeah, go on. What was that?
That was our first meeting, me and James.
That's quite a way.
Jim and James.
That sounds like a good duo. You guys should make it like a separate YouTube channel, dude.
I mean, Jim
James
is the same name, really. It's like
Basically.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie, isn't that like a TV show?
Yeah.
It is.
Jim James.
I was just like,
and-
I know that guy. I've seen him around. Let's have a chat.
That was pretty random. I still can't believe I didn't really realize it until I honestly I thought that was just someone that had watched my streams just trying to say hello, and I was just being talkative back. Always say hi back where I can. And before I was fully in this like group chat with like people that are way bigger than me. I was like, wow, who was I just talking to at the GE?
I don't know. I don't consider myself big. Protoxx is the one who's the giant of
the
the
big
group.
boy of us, and I'm the tiny little guy. Although I get to host this, which is a pleasure.
Powerful, huh?
And you've got the time advantage on us. You are the oldest of the creators, like in terms of starting.
I'm a kid, dude.
Absolutely.
Wow.
What was the first upload for you, Eric?
Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 video.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Did you know there's a version of Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 that's a free multiplayer thing now?
No, I did not.
We will have to check it out sometime. Because it
How
looks
do you
fun.
multiplayer
I don't know,
roller coaster tycoon?
How
but
the
it
hell does
sounds
that work?
amazing.
How does that work, like with the park?
I don't know. I was watching... what video was it? I was watching someone, it was either a speedrun or something, doing a Rollercoaster Tycoon thing. And they just mentioned it. And I thought, oh, that sounds incredible.
It does sound interesting, but it doesn't sound logical.
I don't know.
Like, I'll have to check that out.
Yes. Indeed. Anyway, my double XP has been 99 fletching, which is the most boring skill in the world.
Not that bad.
Oh, it is. You just stand there, you press... For me,
Pretty
it was
quick though.
press hash,
quick.
press space. Press hash, press space. And the problem is it's not AFK enough that I can like play guitar or whatever. Because it's like every 30 seconds you'd have to pause playing, so... That kind of
True.
sucks. And then I had like 6k protein hides that had just been chilling in my bank, so I used them. And I'm 97.5. So, yeah, that's kind of it so far. And then I'll probably finish off thieving, because I'm 98 thieving, so...
98, that's super close. Just safe crack.
Yeah,
that.
they all sound very, very quick.
Yeah, fletching is just nasty, but it's really fast. If
So
you're
look-
doing arrows.
I've
Yeah,
only...
James was there for my 99 yesterday.
What have I got left?
Literally
I've got...
just standing opposite him and just 99 fletching, finally done.
Flexing on him, dude.
So I've got crafting, thieving, divination, dungeoneering, archaeology.
Ha! Archaeology. Good luck, dude. It's gonna
Is there
take
one
you a
more?
while.
I'm 95, so I'm at the like faster point, but yeah.
I mean, it's not really
I mean,
fast. It's
I've got some spare GP so I can buy the stuff anyway.
Okay,
I
good.
think.
Then it's gonna be faster.
Yeah, I'll just get the relics and do it. Div, I'm not really looking forward to, but I guess it's Hall of Memories, isn't it, over this week, and try and just get it done.
No better time to do it.
Literally. There's so many people popping cores now and stuff, so it's even faster. I'm AFK.
And having worlds be crashed on them, which is stupid. I don't understand why people do it.
People crash on Hall of Memories.
Well, they were trying to crash the world with all the... and just cause lag and all that jazz, all the protein fires and...
Sad stuff, dude. Sad stuff.
Yeah.
I was on there on my other account, and I didn't really get too much lag while I was there.
You have a good PC, probably.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. For anyone like on a phone or a laptop, it's going to be...
Imagine these people that make like the bonfires and stuff, and I mean the fires and the divine locations and all that stuff. Such a waste, man. I don't know what they're doing. Like, did they just save them up for Double Experience Weekend, making them every day from treasure hunting? And then just like, okay, I'm gonna be annoying for 2 solid minutes. It's gonna get me off. It's all good. You know, I don't understand. It's not even. Yeah, I don't know.
To me, it's just as much problem the people reacting to it as it is the people doing it. They're like any bully in life. They're like any of trolls in anywhere. Just ignore them, and they'll eventually go away because they don't get the satisfaction they look for.
True. But people always reply. If you pull out your Drake, they instantly get salty. If you make a lot of fires, there will always be a Reddit post. Always. There's always this. I don't know.
Are they a big problem? Like,
For people skilling, I really don't have an issue. I just turn my graphics to low for like a few bits, and then I just AFK because it's at like World 84. You know, Lumbridge Academy usually.
yeah, yeah. I guess I'm just the other way around. I honestly just buy my own portables and go somewhere wherever I am. I just go hang out somewhere else.
That
Yeah, I
works
did
as
that
well,
too.
yeah.
That's probably not efficient though.
No, I mean, if you're like, especially during Double Experience Weekend, if you're in a large clan, they usually host portables in their own citadel, right? So that is just clannies only. Then you don't have that issue either. Don't know if you did that as well, or maybe not.
Nah, I don't.
I'm not even
But
in a
then
clan,
again, I
so...
haven't really skilled much.
Oof.
My skills are very rarely trained.
Because it's boring, right?
I guess I don't get to play RuneScape for long hours each day. It's just, a little bit, few hours after work, and the few hours I play, I usually prefer to PVM
Mm-hmm.
or do something a little bit more active because skilling has no benefit for me now. It's just if it ever is a road to 120 all or 5.6, apart from that, everything I have is maxed. All my 120s are 120, so there's no urgency for me to put any effort in there.
Exactly, yeah. And that's how more players should view the game, I think. Just if you're done, you're done. You don't have to keep skilling just because XP. That's the thing.
Kind of what I felt when I finished the fletching grind. I was like, thank God I never have to make another arrow. I have access to max skills, and I'm happy with that. I don't want to waste more time doing something that I'm not particularly enjoying.
Yeah, it's a nasty little game, dude, with the grinds. It's a nasty little game, but it's also a very fun game. The PVM
That's why I
aspect.
restarted from the max series, because it's just like I've already done pretty much a max account already, but I haven't done it in full EOC modern RuneScape. So that's why I was intrigued to start again, go through the process again, and just relearn everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it
What
makes
do you
sense. Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think about being able to DXP weekends used to literally just be the 3 days over the weekend, but now it's spread across a week, and now you can even pause and play it. What do you think of all that?
It's all good, isn't it? Really, I don't see a
I
downside to it.
like it
Eh,
because it allows me to like do it at my own pace. I don't have to isolate that weekend specifically for skilling.
What's the downside? Because I only see it as a positive. I'm trying to
I
think of
think the
something bad.
downside is the people that are flipping and trying to control the market. Maybe they don't have. I don't get into that stuff myself, but maybe it affects them and their
It does.
ability to
It
drop
does.
things at peak price.
Yeah, it definitely does. Because now the things don't rise as hard and don't crash as hard. It's like it's at least so I've heard. So I don't know. I mean, you know, it's
yeah,
the
same
merchants
thing.
are literally. I don't know. I don't think
I
it's
don't
that
think the
many
majority of people really care about them because it makes everyone else's life a little bit more affordable.
Mm-hmm. Jim, you were.
I think it comes back to the burnout thing as well. It's definitely implemented to stop people playing so hard that they grind it so hard that they
Yeah.
burn out and they just quit for 6 months because they went too hard over the double XP weekend.
I feel
think
that.
it's also to space that out and stop that from happening. In terms of the merches and everything like that, even my guide that I made about the just buying stuff before the XP, just general stuff, right?
Mhm.
Even that pissed off the merchants to the point they were spamming the comments, just like, "Why are you teaching people this?" And I'm like, it's common sense. They seem to be like a very sensitive bunch of people, no matter what
Oh
you
yeah.
do.
Oh yeah.
It may be their livelihood,
They are.
They're
They
just
are.
trying to be protective.
I made a video about how archaeology affected the market, which was pretty obvious. Like things like the luck of the dwarves, the things that had to do with the relics went up. The amulet for the new, what is it called? The Forsaken amulet thingy went up crazy.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
is. It's
there was
still
this guy on
insane.
Reddit with like 500 of them in his bank, dude. What a mad lad.
Happy day, eh?
Yeah, for him. Oh, well, but yeah, those mergers, that I don't know. Like, it's obvious that unfinished potions go up before double experience weekend. It's obvious that dragon leather goes up. It's obvious that it crashes down afterwards because people sell their the excess stuff they had.
Mhm.
But actually, I don't know how it goes now. Double experience weekend extended and pause button. I think when the people dump their stuff in the Grand Exchange might be way later than usual.
I've been keeping tabs on it for this one because it's obviously the first one, and it still seems to be the first 3 days the same.
Oh, and then it
Yeah.
comes crashing down.
I guess it's
Basically.
because it's a weekend, isn't it? So people are around and they're doing their stuff over the
Well, it
weekend.
takes around 3 days for people to get their 99s. Usually they start from around 60 and they'll smash their way through. So it's typically that time period, and then they dump after they get 99. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I said probably the most controversial thing in my clan chat the other day. Got a little bit of flame from it, but I just, was stirring shit.
What did you say?
I said, I said they should re-release all of the holiday event items, all the party hats and
Oh,
shit, just to
bro.
crash the market.
I was thinking about that today for some reason. I'm like, imagine I'd be happy, but there'll be a lot of people that wouldn't play this game again. I feel.
I think they would sell for RL money and just quit. I assume they would try and railroad trade straight away, just because
Yeah, but
they're
even
like
then,
they're
You gotta be
so much.
lucky.
Yeah,
Oof.
dude, I think if they were to do that, that's probably kind of fucked up. Just because I don't know.
What
don't
would it
own-
really do to harm the game, though? You're taking out billions of GP that's probably botted, farmed, or illegal GP anyway, because that's how they trade the massive amounts.
No,
is
it's
through the holiday
merged.
items.
It's merged. So there's this French chat that literally dictates all the prices. There's a clan that has most of the rares, including stuff like Cloak of Seasons, like the cheap broke stuff. For broke people like me, and they just dictate the price. So like, oh yeah, sold for this price, bought for that price, instant sell this, that. I think it's called R Quark FC. Maybe one of you.
I remember that.
Yeah, dude. I actually one time I just faked the Christmas scythe. I was talking there in alt accounts, and I was able to drop the price by 60 mil. But they ended up catching me. I was just trolling around, by the way, with like fake instant buys because they have so much money. They just started to like instant buy the scythe, and they found out I was lying because they would like just buy every scythe that was in the GE. That's how it's sad. And they were like, no, dude, no, insta buy for this price. And then they're able to dictate the price up, because what happens after max cash with those items, like the party ads, once they reach max cash, they just went up 3 bill, 4 bill, 5 bill, 6 bill, 7 bill. How's that possible? They just dictate the price up and up, like 50 mil a week or more.
I mean, that's in real life situations. That's called a monopoly, and it's illegal. So the same shit should be in the game. Yeah, having 100% control over the price of something is a monopoly.
Oh, I didn't know that was illegal, actually, because I've never heard of like a real life example of it or anything. Because
is it actually illegal?
There's some real life examples now. Yeah, there has to be.
Find examples of a monopoly, but I feel like it's earned.
Not really, because there has to be a chance for someone to get into the market. That's why the illegal status sits on it, is because it stops people from entering the market and having a fair go to compete. Everything has to be a fair competition. That's what it's there for, is to stop that. A lot of it was, the original concept was these big companies would buy all the small companies so no one could get into the game and have a shot. And then they could dictate prices. They could control the whole economy of it, which is wrong. Right. No one should have that power.
Yeah.
Disney.
Disney?
Yeah.
But there is competitors to Disney.
Not really.
Well, they got into a lawsuit from, I think it was the American government, not too long ago, when they bought out Fox, and there was a lot of petitions against it because it gave them too much power in that media. They had too much control over that one thing.
They own so much when it comes to film now. It's incredible. I don't know.
Coca-Cola? Loot?
Yeah. Amazon is another, modern monopoly, if you really want to think of it like that. Sure, you have eBay and stuff like that, but just as easily, they could buy them out.
There's a good point raised about the party hat thing with Ross, who said the people that are trading party hats and stuff aren't really playing the game, if that makes sense.
No, they're probably doing it to... Wait, where did he say that? Let me look up.
Another big monopoly company is General Electric. That's one. I was trying to remember the name of it. GE, General Electric. And their parents.
I've never heard of those. Also...
I've never heard of it. Is it an Australian thing?
GE, General Electric? No, they make fucking everything. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me.
Maybe I don't pay too much attention to like the market and IRL things.
Dark Child's...
To that extent, I've never really looked into stuff like that apart from when I was maybe briefly touching on things through university.
Dark Child's just donated bits to ask if Masterwork is good to make starting from nothing. I mean, if you can buy it from the GE, the base one, and then, get you trimmed afterwards, I'd say is probably the way to do it, because it's not super pricey.
I mean, you gotta value your time, right? You could be doing something else. I don't know how much the price difference is and how many hours it took again from regular Masterwork onto like trimming it, but I don't know. I would buy it personally just because in that time you can do something else. Unless you enjoy making, obviously, like Iron Man made, then, and which is the thing, which is why some people did it like by themselves. It could be fun. Then just do it.
But just PVM to get the money instead, because it's like 20 mil per part, so if you go Barrows and get one Amulet Forsaken, there's half of it done already. Like,
how AFK is making Masterwork?
That's pretty,
because I feel like smithing is AFK regardless now.
Before I made the Mad Max series, I made myself a challenge just on my own before YouTube and everything. I mined every single ore for the Masterwork, and I made Masterwork from scratch. It only took me about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I've never made it myself, but I feel like I should be doing something productive while I'm AFK at work, and I don't know. Most of the time I don't even log in. But the opportunity is there for me to log in. I just don't care enough to... These days I don't really have a need for much.
Please don't get into that rhythm. That's really bad. Like, having to do something just because it's efficient. Don't ever do that, please. It's going to suck you up.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I feel like To be honest, man, I should not be on RuneScape while I'm at work in the first place.
I mean, yeah,
So,
not
like,
really.
that's a
No.
fact. That is a fact. I really shouldn't, but like, you know, with archaeology when that got released, it was really nice being able to just have my laptop next to me and just click on one of those little piles, you know,
Yeah, for sure.
and just AFK away for the whole time.
Until your porters run out.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like when my porters run out, my inventory usually lasts about probably 3 hours
It's a lot.
with the amount of stuff I brought, and I just got into a nice routine and did that all the way to 200 mil.
But you did fucking do it. Oh god.
Yeah, I'm 200 mil.
Jeez, I thought 99 was bad.
It really speeds up. It speeds up to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, this is very quick. XP to like above 120 is very quick. And I'm thinking, well, this is my only time I've ever played this game when a new skill's been released. So I might try and race for a spot, not a high spot, but see where I can go just while working, and not staying up for 36 hours straight.
Yeah, that was. I don't know, man. The people that took the archaeology race that crazy, or seriously, I don't know, man. That's fucked up.
Man, yeah, that's
not
me.
good for you, man. That's not good for you. Honestly, I said that to a couple of them, like trolled you, my crew, and so on. I was like, but at the same time, if you want to be the best, you're gonna have to sacrifice something. But I don't know, dude.
It's also just like working really hard for a month for a big paycheck.
Me? I mean, for content creation, it would have made sense. But for the race, if I'm 5.4, I probably would have played a lot anyway. I don't think I could because of my life. Like, I don't think I could literally. I can't even play 8 hours a day straight. So, I wouldn't.
It was literally like the one chance as a content creator you had, say you're a small content creator, the one chance you had to really just explode. Like if you could get into top 10, and that's your chance to do it.
The amount of viewers archaeology had in general was really big. I don't know how, honestly, because let's say archaeology isn't the most interactive content.
It's
to watch
not
on Twitch,
but there was a lot to learn, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think the people tuning in were like, "Whoa, how do you do this?" Especially people like Mike, who are very well at like making things that are boring extremely fun to watch. So archaeology. And he was literally like a 24/7 support contact line, literally, for people in the chat.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, if they ever needed to know where to go next, they knew where to head.
I mean, you could also just look at your level
entertaining
guide.
rune crafting, so that's another boring skill.
Yeah, how the hell do you do that? Like
5 hours of rune crafting, and I still had pretty much everyone who was watching. Like, I know I'm a smaller channel than most of them, but still, like, averaging 30 to 50 people, that's still a lot to me. For 5 hours,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot for your sub count as well, if you think about it.
I didn't even ping, actually. I said that in the stream. I didn't ping this time. I forgot to. So that was actually organic through YouTube. That was surprising.
Hey, that must have felt even better then.
Yeah, it really did. I was like, wow, I feel the love right now. How did you get started streaming, James?
Funny story there. So what happened is I played RuneScape since like 2016, and I started getting into PVM, and PVM was just something I enjoyed doing, right? So I started to meet a few people, and what happened about a year ago is I became quite a meme in the game. So everywhere I go, I said a few things on social media that got blown out of proportion, and I woke up one day and everyone was saying that I was the best PVMer in Australia and New Zealand. Everywhere I went, everyone knew me as that person that said that. And it kind of stuck to me wherever I went. And now PVM for the next few months started getting into like Solak and higher tier bosses like that. And it stuck to me, and the meme just kept carrying on. I'm like, well, so many people know me. Wonder if I would, like, maybe it would benefit me if I was to start streaming, because I did watch a lot of Twitch, and I was kind of familiar with how streaming like looked on screen anyway. I've never tried it myself, so I thought, maybe if I'm ever going to stream, this is the opportunity to go live when everyone's kind of knows who I am and stuff like that. My name's getting shared around a lot. So I decided to go live, and yeah, that first stream was like an average of 70,
Wow.
and it hasn't really dropped under
Jesus,
that.
dude, that is insane.
Yeah, it hasn't really dropped under that. So,
That
so
are you able to elaborate more on like what happened before? Because I think I heard something about it. I don't know if it
yeah,
like
so to try and keep a long story short, I was on. I got banned. I'm someone that was hunting at the time Insane Final Boss, and there was certain bosses I needed. One I'll use an example is Virago. I needed Vitalis, but I got banned from the friend chat, so I was struggling to find teams. And so what I did is I went to a Facebook RuneScape group, and I tried to make a team or meet some people on there to try and find teams for me to Virago with. And then in the comments, I told someone that, because at the time I was just somebody that hung out at the G. None of my friends PVM'd at my level, so I couldn't really teach my friends. So what I said is, I'm like the best person in my world at PVMing, because I was comparing myself to like the people I hang out with on a daily basis, and I didn't really know any of the bigger streamers or the bigger PVMers because I just wasn't on their level. So when I said I was the best PVM in Australia, New Zealand, I kind of meant within my friends, within my friends. And then, all of a sudden I wake up in the morning and everyone's calling me the best PVM in Australia. I'm like, where is this coming from? I went to three worlds and everyone was calling me that. I'm like, what the hell? And then someone finally showed me the screenshot, and it was my comment on that rune group, and it had been sent everywhere in the middle of the night. I was like, wow.
That escalated quickly.
It escalated overnight.
But
at the same time, it's the only opportunity. Like, if I was to start streaming, that would be something to capitalize on.
And the biggest flex you could have been was like, I'm the best PVMer in Wellington. By
the way, I went live, and you kind of just ride with the meme a little bit. Like, you get some people hating, but like most people know it's just a joke. And the people that I ended up PVMing with all the time know that I just kind of take the piss a little bit. But I mean, it's still going 8 months later.
That's damn. That's 8 months. That's almost.
So you started streaming when I started YouTube. There you go.
Yeah, basically. I'm sorry I was laughing or giggling in the back. I'm very sorry. I felt so like disrespectful for a second because I changed my image and I couldn't change it back. I'm very fucking sorry, honestly. I was like, you're telling your story and I was laughing and giggling. I was like, fuck.
I'm here so distracted trying to find a way to not have that on my screen.
It's two African tree frogs. I mean, Claude. I'm trying to change. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I've got it. I've got it.
I feel like talking about it has just brought so much attention to it now.
It's fine. I've got a stuffed
I wouldn't notice that if you said nothing.
Incoming scuffed fix.
I just saw the current topic. James and his origin on Twitch. Sorry, I'm AFKing. Like, I'm doing my proteins at the moment.
Yeah, I'm at the Hall of Memories.
Ready?
James, so what's the internet speed in New Zealand?
Oh.
Do you want me to tell you? It's terrible.
Yeah.
It works.
It's terrible.
It works.
What's terrible? Go on, tell me what's terrible. Give us a number.
I don't know how it works. I just I'm that person that bought his computer pre-built and doesn't know how to fix anything. So I get people to come in on TeamViewer and help me out if things break. Okay, so download is happening right now.
Yep.
Probably faster than yours, Jim, just because Australian internet.
Yeah, this is where I'm going with it.
Yeah, New Zealand internet's not too bad from my experiences with it anyway.
I stream in a solid 240p at 10 frames per second.
I should guys.
There we go. 8 has
download 40. Upload's looking like 10.
That's similar to me. Yeah.
I thought New Zealand was way better than Australia. About same.
But it depends on your package as well, right? I assume.
Just like other things.
Oh whoa. Oh whoa, dude! I fucking. I see how Eddie censored my. I'm generally. I don't think it does matter because it's not very clear what they're doing. I think. I don't know. Is that against YouTube? I don't think.
I haven't got a clue.
I mean, I dropped the C bomb, so it can't be any worse.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
James and his origin on Twitch.
I'm gonna change it as soon as I can, dude.
It's okay. It's fine.
No, but I want my image.
Yeah, that is pretty much how I started. And given how it's going, I would be stupid to just give it up.
Exactly.
So I work like I work a full-time job and it's very busy, but I'd still be stupid to throw away what I do in my evenings.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I want to ask you a question about that. So, does that bring up any stress, like to keep going, just because you have an opportunity, right? I think this is important to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, continue.
I was gonna say because you have people, so the partnership now. The average viewers you have, that means you have to keep it up for them to like stick around because you are up there in the RuneScape 3 directory right now. So, oh, someone in the chat, by the way, bits.
Indeed, we'll get to that in a minute. I'll let us finish this topic and then we'll get onto that one.
But yeah, James, does that like? Do you like it? Do you hate it?
Bring up any stress? So my work is very flexible because I work from home. So I during the day it's pretty set in concrete. I'll be at work. After that, it's not so bad. It's just the only thing what is unhealthy is I bounce between waking up, going to work, and then after work, take a little bit of a break, have dinner, and then go live. That kind of works. But what I miss or what I give up is like the social life IRL. So I'm giving up a lot of the times that I would otherwise be going out. So I've noticed I haven't been going out with my mates and stuff as much as I used to.
Not really a problem now, I think.
He's in New Zealand, man. He's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, we're free here. But the other thing is, like, ever since I got partnered, things did kind of pick up and get a little bit busier because all of a sudden I had to sort out this and that and this and that. But my goal at the moment, and I think I've achieved it today, is tidying up all those loose ends, just getting everything under control so that I don't have anything that's undone and I can just kind of focus on waking up, going to work, and then going live. There's nothing holding me back. And streaming for me is pretty for fun because of my full-time job. I don't really rely on streaming. It's just go live and have a laugh and
okay, that makes sense. If you're not relying on it, then it should be fine. Like it's gonna
it's really fun.
If let's say you were relying on let's say you were 8 hours a day streamer, would you think you could get a lot more stressed, or you'd still be pretty cool-headed? Like wake up
as
stream.
in, like, if I was a full-time streamer,
yeah,
I'd probably, it's hard to say not being in that position. I think I'd be pretty okay. I think it'd be fun because it would allow me to kind of sleep in and then go get anything I need to get done IRL, like done during the day, and then go live at night. But yeah, that's I'm not in that position.
I mean, I'm sure. I don't know how long you stream on average, but you could like kind of. Yeah, you probably know what it would feel like. I assume.
Yeah, my streams average about 4 hours during the weekdays, and now that when I was going for partner, they were very specific times for me to stream. Like I would only stream after 7 o'clock my time, and I would end my stream probably before midnight, because over the last 8 months of streaming, I've realized that is the peak time for me to stream. So starting later allowed my average to rise. Whereas now that I'm partnered, I'll probably just go back to streaming whenever I'm ready to go live and not forcing myself to go live late because I've got nothing to lose. So I guess that's kind of a little bit more relieving on weekends. So 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, and weekends I could probably do like 8, depending on if I've got anything else happening. But honestly, I don't really do too much.
All right. Well, that's still a long time. So yeah, it's almost the same as like full-time streaming.
Yeah, and basically. I think if I look back at like my Twitch stats, you can tell how many hours I do each week, roughly. But I mean, this is very fun. Like I'm actually just sitting here playing a game. The only difference, I would be doing this even if I wasn't streaming.
But you have to like to keep people interested. The thing with streaming is you have to keep talking, keep people entertained, interact. That's the thing. I was wondering how that would impact your like gameplay, because I know for me when bossing, it's kind of hard to like pay attention to the chat, especially if you're doing something high level. I don't know. It's maybe you're better than that than I
I
am.
know where you're going. I still manage. I think I don't know. I don't by any means get nice fast kills, and I've heard it every time I stream. I hear someone in the background,
Yep.
you know, telling me I could have done this quicker. I missed that. I missed this. I missed that. But I've just got to the point where it doesn't bother me. I'm happy getting
I learned
kills
to
at
shut
my
those
pace.
people out.
Yeah,
The one
And,
voice
yeah.
to the 10 people cheering you on, just fuck 'em at the end of the day. That one person.
Yeah, good point.
They're ungrateful. Like it's come to the point where it's like they're ungrateful. They're getting content for free. They're being entertained and stuff like that. And it's like you're gonna nitpick at something that you probably couldn't even do yourself, but you're gonna call someone else out on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid.
I agree.
Anyway, let's move on to
Let's get the topics going.
yes, an interesting topic. Thanks to Shugoki for this one. Hot take, what are your thoughts on the sand casino? As someone who stakes frequently, I'm just curious.
I would say it should get removed because there's only downsides apart from people winning money and making money quickly, which is just it destroys the progression in the game if you do win. And what winning does is it does get certain people addicted to it, which leads up to them losing money, possibly quitting or coming back once they do have money, and like an endless cycle. And I don't think it's a very good thing.
Well, it's literally just gambling, isn't it, really?
It goes back to the same as the flippers and merchers. It's not being regulated. There's no rules. There's no one keeping it in check, and that's a big problem with it. If it could be done in small amounts and there's regulation, stopping people from over gambling, risking their livelihood on RuneScape, so to speak, then okay if there's rules put in place.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just a straight up like Wild West, no.
So Ervos is actually, I don't know if they're sure what the Sand Casino is. So the Sand Casino is the Jewel Arena, and it's basically used for very, very high value stakes, where it's just a 50-50 chance of someone winning. Like, it's just
unless they scam you.
Yes.
Then it's 100 to 0.
Yeah.
I don't even sort of like talking about it because it brings awareness to it personally,
Yep,
but I think at a certain point you need to say something. But again, it's like you bring,
I've had so many requests. It's disgusting. I've had like 10 people come in my Discord asking me to make a video on it, either positive or negative. I'm like, nah.
No, the less attention, kind of, the better. But it's something that needs to. I feel like having a cap of like 1 mil per thing or something limits it a lot.
They could always tax it like they do on OSRS.
It shouldn't be. The problem is it's still a large,
Taxing would just make it more of a gold sink. Like, I don't know. It does, like, it would discourage some people, I guess. But they would just up the number for the stake.
Sure. Yep. Just like, didn't the GE used to have a tax to it? Or am I thinking trades?
Actually, don't know.
I think trades used to have a limit.
I think there was a tax sort of thing in something like that.
I'm not sure.
I don't think there was one in the GE, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe a long time ago.
I think Hall of Memories World just went down. I'm frozen.
Oh dear.
Ooh, ripperonis, dude.
I guess that's a good
XP raced.
a good question from a Voss is wondering why it's suddenly now controversial. Why it hasn't been brought up before? Because it has been around for a long time. I guess
it has been. It's just I think back in the day it was less a thing for like big. Actually, then that's not true. The gambling has also always been controversial. I think Jagex even banned like flower bank gambling or whatever. I don't know what they did. They changed something about it. I don't know if anyone knows what that was. I think they changed something with the colors of the flowers or something that you couldn't.
Yeah, red or blue. Anymore. That's what it was. It was a scam because they had red and blue flowers in their inventory. They'll just swap it whenever they wanted to win.
It was always controversial, I think. The Duel Arena as well.
How it worked.
It's just
dicing.
I think I remember dicing.
Oh yeah, that dude. You guys know who CLS Product is?
No, I don't.
No.
It's a scamming YouTuber, a gambling scamming YouTuber. Used to be very
I'll be
popular.
back in a sec.
And lurer as well, actually. Yeah. They made it so flowers can be predicted.
So, Ape,
Oh,
you're
God.
saying don't go to it, but the problem is for some people with any kind of addiction, they can't not, if that makes sense. You know, that happens IRL as well. Some people just don't have the willpower to not, just to say no and not go to it.
Yeah. Wait.
That's the issue.
Can I comment on this? It's
yeah.
like, imagine telling a heroin addict, don't do heroin. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And their body likes to get fucking reactions and shit. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing for gambling in RuneScape. If you get like, you start shaking and shit after you've not gambled for a day or whatever. I doubt it, but you never know. But I guess, like, from a game, because it's a game, you think it's easier for people with addictions to just stop or just log out, whatever. But I don't think that's true. I think for gaming, it's even easier to get sucked in than with, like, something you know is inherently bad, like drugs.
James, any thoughts?
It's a very weird question for me to answer. Recently, I went on a little bit of a duel arena spree, but it wasn't a heavy one. It was like in, out, haven't gone back.
All right.
I kind of went in for like a few fun nights with the boys after stream for about a week and walked away with all the T92s in the game, and I haven't really gone back since. I just
Just a small little one, you know.
That's gonna make you come back at some point because you want a lot of money, right? Like,
yeah,
you know
what I like about it is you did mention, you know, it shortcuts all the goals, which isn't really the point of the game. But for me, what it allowed is, yes, I now fast forwarded one of my goals. I can now have a lot more fun as a streamer, just simply teaching. You know, one of the things I think I do that a lot of streamers don't is community Solak, and there's not a lot to gain in that for me personally. But which is why sometimes I would rather just go out there and grind money. But now that I don't need money, I can find that I can start being more active with my chat and with the viewers. I can take them to places and not care about the money. I don't need to go and make this amount of money today. I'm just more than happy to teach and kind of build the community.
That is a very good point, actually. That's the same way
that helped me.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, yeah, I agree. And you could, like, you'd do giveaways, maybe. I don't know, much more easy because you don't need to save up for stuff.
I mean, that's one thing you see actually. A lot of giveaways on people's streams that are doing it.
Just get your viewers, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm too poor for giveaways, but I'm more than enough money to be comfortable, and I'll be able to PVM for the next month without having to worry.
I guess, but we go back to the base issue of not everyone can do that. So having a way to disable it or something like that, I don't know what the solution would be. Obviously, the way to disable it is Iron Man mode, but you know that's.
If you limit
back, and I can chime in on that. So, gaming addiction, Fortnite, best example of it.
kids.
You know the expression for, you know, when people are playing the slot machines, it's like, oh, next time for sure. I'm going to get it next time for sure because they get so close. That's the addiction to a battle royale, is that if you come like top 10 or something like that, it's, you know, you feel like you've got a chance to get one. You've got that chance to win number one. So you play another game until obviously you get that win. That's the way that the battle royales work, and that's their addictive quality, is letting you get so close to win. The same thing can happen with Duel Arena. It's like, oh, I was just so close to killing that guy. He had 1 HP. So you play again because you're getting closer and closer and closer. And the way RuneScape's combat system is at the moment with RuneScape 3, even old school, it's very easy to get those close battles 9 out of 10 times. It's going to come down to the last second of that battle, especially if you're using the same weapon, because that's how they stake. And that's what keeps people doing it over and over again. And that's the addictive quality coming out.
Yeah.
In terms of telling a heroin addict not to take heroin, that's the same as telling Protoxx not to drink tea.
I'm not addicted. I swear. I swear, dude. That's what they say as well. I'm not addicted to heroin, dude. I swear. Well, they are. But yeah, I would still say remove the doodle arena, dude. Honestly, like how else? Yeah, I think for people that are addicts to drugs, I think it depends, but they give them something to suck on, right, or something. Is that right? No.
You reckon they'd find another way to do it? I feel like they'd just use Discord bots or something.
They already do.
We have a way to do it. It's called the wilderness. Remember that place no one uses?
I mean,
Can
there's
you
war bands,
imagine
but
that?
Sorry, triggered for a second.
but they will find a way. Yeah, that's true. But at least at that point, it's going to be different because actually, would it even be better if they just go fucking PKing with a polypore stick with money? That's better because you can get scammed in the wilderness. You can see exactly what someone has.
Mm-hmm.
And group that
if they're taking that kind of value into the wilderness, it gets people back into the wilderness, which is actually a topic we were covering a couple of weeks ago. We found the solution.
Win. What an easy solution! Just get the stakes in the wilderness, have people PJ them.
You just
this is it.
Move the jewel arena to the wilderness.
This is from last week.
This is. I'm making a video on this.
Oh dear.
It's honestly, I mean, yeah, you have Red Portal. That's true. That's actually where people get lured a lot still. But
sad.
Yep, it's just like the Wilderness Ditch. Like you have this animation glitch with a resting emote or whatever, and you get sucked in. I don't know how they do that. It's weird. Boxing ring, player and house. You can't drop items there though. Oh, wait, you said that in the chat, James. You can't drop items, can you? I don't think it's.
Yeah, do items show up in a house? I don't.
Hey, but about addictions, RuneScape. There's so many things in this game that keep you playing like fucking. It's. I made a video on this as well, but bossing is addictive. You know, oh, I'm gonna have that chance to get that drop this run, and get that dopamine rush. Or the skilling can be addictive.
One more time. I got this.
Yeah, or even staking. So there's a lot of things in this game that keep you playing, which is. Questionable, but good for the Jagex, of course, because
the Jagex,
the monies. RuneScape is an addiction, yeah. That's a good point.
So does anyone know if they're actually doing the awards for this year for all of the streamers and stuff like that?
I hope so. RuneFest, you mean?
Haven't
Golden
seen anything yet, and it would normally be at least announced by now. The nominations, I think.
September usually.
The actual for the initial like finding the nominations, I don't think it is. Let me find the last year's post.
Let's go bully them in the content creator Discord. That's paying the fuck.
I was gonna say, if anyone knows the JMod right now and can get us in with that info, find out if it's happening.
Okay, so 9th of July 2019 Golden Gnome Awards announcement. So that was for when people could put their nominations in, and they had a week to do it. So
I was hoping, dude. I want one. I didn't get it last year. My man Mike Rue. And then before that, I was a new content creator by RuneScape standards. Ravla took it from me.
See, that's not fair. If I miss out on new content, because there's no award in my first year, that's bullshit.
So the issue is, it depends on when they're planning on doing the next RuneFest. Are they waiting until next October, or are they going to do it sometime in late spring? Because if they are, then they'll include people since the last RuneFest. That's just what they'll do.
They could just do it virtually, right? Like just in October again.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. Just do a stream.
Yeah.
Just do But
what I'm trying to say is, if they're going to do one, say 4 months after when it normally would be, why are they going to? They're not going to do a second Golden Gnomes then, are they?
No.
So maybe that's why. Maybe it's literally waiting for the 16 months. Do you say 16 months instead of 12 months as the nominations? Because you would have thought by now they'd at least have something up about it.
But then it would take way less time for the next nomination, unless they keep that going.
Well, it depends, yeah, because they might just shift it to a different time of the year. But if it's like 4 months, then it's still a good solid 8 months to do it. And
I would even accept it in-game. Just make in-game polls. You've got them.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to be weird. People are going to use alt accounts to vote. That's going to be not good. No.
That's
true.
It's easy with the website because you don't really have. There's no. I think it's per IP. I mean, you're sure you can use a VPN or whatever, but I don't think that really works because it goes for your account name. You have to fill in like an entire survey, so that's annoying to do on multiple accounts, guaranteed. I mean, we should ask them, but I don't think. I think I asked them before about a virtual RuneFest, and they're very bad at giving you a concrete reply.
I guess because they haven't announced anything, they don't want to tell you something that you could potentially spread to get misinformation out there. So that does.
I mean, they could just kick me from the Discord as like a punishment,
or give you a contract, no discussion, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I remember
NDAs,
someone
yeah.
having something with them and they broke it. I think.
Oh dear.
Eric,
So why
did you get a Did you get something for archaeology in the mail from them?
Oh yeah, I got the unboxing thing. I have a video on it.
Nice.
It was actually
You got a cape
really
or
cool.
something?
Yeah, the cape. Yep, it's on my Instagram as well. It's fucking sick, dude. It's a cool cape.
Oh.
And a monolith and a USB stick with like concept art that wasn't released yet.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, the cape is really cool. Honestly, it looks so good in person.
So did they ask you first, or they just
They asked,
sent it?
yeah. I think I sent them out to 20 people, streamers and YouTubers. There was this one guy that got left out, I think, and it was kind of sad. I don't remember who.
I mean, if anyone does want to buy a cape, I would say check out Riz Anthony because the man has got some really nice capes on there.
Where?
I've just sent it in chat.
Keyring. You just reminded me. I bought like a archaeology cape keyring.
Oh, one of the ones from the store, the Angelscapes ones.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just saw it. I'm like, yeah, I want that.
When
Nice
will
little
it get all the way over to New Zealand?
120. Hopefully that arrives in the next month. Never in a rush. Never in a rush. But yeah, I completely forgot it even was a thing.
It's nice when you get stuff
YouTube gives
appearing,
out
though.
golden play buttons and stuff.
Back.
RuneScape should do that for max accounts.
Actually,
Golden play button?
we need to. What we need
like, you know how
Jagex
you
to
get the
do.
play button for RuneScape
Golden buttons.
YouTube. When you hit certain thresholds, like 100,000, blah blah.
Yeah. I'll never get there though. That's the thing. Probably.
Oh,
100K
That's not the
is
right
almost
attitude.
impossible with RuneScape.
no, just take 10 years because you got to wait for new players to come through.
By that time, I think I'll have enough of RuneScape. That's for sure. I'm just saying, there's no way. 10 years? Nah.
How's your second channel going?
And before.
Pretty decently, actually. If I would have
Very
uploaded
nice.
more consistently, I would have probably had 5K subs by now. With two types of games. Subnautica and Age of Mythology are doing very well on that channel. But that's because guides and like testing videos.
Guides.
They work so well, dude, honestly.
I was talking about that in my stream before this. I was like, imagine if, like, because there's some really good creators, obviously, in our community. Imagine if we applied that to a different game. You know, the sort of growth they would have in a different game with a larger player base, but with the same quality and consistency.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any other game out there that lets you make so many different videos on one game, unless it's Let's Play stuff. Like, I don't know, Call of Duty match. Oh, let's just do this. Let's go. Commentary.
Yeah,
The amount of
break down every
content.
gun.
Yeah, like the amount of videos you can make of RuneScape is ridiculous. Including streams. The amount of different stuff you can do is insane. Compared to another game.
And that's why it's lasted so well, I think.
Yes.
That's the only reason it's still around, is because everyone has a different way of playing, and once they've played that way, they can try out a different thing, and... Yeah. You won a Guinness World Record, I think, for most updated game at one point.
Really?
Let me just see if I can find it.
Does it have a total accounts created thing still?
Yeah,
think
that's... Yeah.
300 mil?
So it had the record on 25th of July 2017 for most users, which was 255 million then. Most updated, let's have a quick look at this one. Again, 25th of July 17, and that's 1,014 updates.
Jesus.
So it's probably about 1,018 now.
Damn.
Greatest aggregate playing time of an MMO or MMORPG. Oh god.
That's me, bank standing.
Well,
Yep.
it's a big number, I can tell you that. Oh my
Yeah, that's me.
Christ. So, as of
Is it me?
27th of July 2012, 443 billion minutes of game time.
Why didn't it say billion? Just say it in days, just like RuneScape Rumetrics. Like, come on.
So that works out as an average of 37 hours on every account. Let me put that in a calculator and work out how. So 443 billion divided by 60 is hours, and then divided by 24 is days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to divide it by years.
5.
What? That can't be right. 842,846 years.
Fuck.
Surely that can't be right.
Why not?
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, my not the stream I was doing. I did one earlier in the week. It was only 3 hours, but it had over 6 days watch time.
I suppose so. It adds up like almost exponentially when you go up the people. 842,000 years.
Jeez, dude.
It's a long time.
And
That is a long time. Oh, and most original pieces of music in a video game as well. They have that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Thank you to them for making it royalty free. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude. Oh.
And it's all so good as well. Oh, I forgot we haven't had any music going on in the background for this entire thing.
Nice.
Oh, I told you last week, Jack and Dexter 2, man.
Well, wait, what do we have? We had Ratchet and Clank last week, I think.
2 hours later.
It's fine. We can add stuff now. It's okay.
James, how's your opinion of our podcast here? First time on.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's not as bad as I. This is how I thought of it. I thought it was just like one. I've never even watched one of the podcasts or know what a podcast even involves. I thought, like, man, I hope I don't get asked any questions that I just don't have an answer to, you know. But everything's pretty standard. I guess that's Eddie's job to make sure everyone has question to answer.
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta. I mean,
That's
you
easy,
say
yeah.
that, but I very rarely actually come up with stuff. It comes pretty naturally through the chat.
Okay,
and
yeah,
all the
nice.
stuff we come up with. So my
Yeah,
job's
that
quite
might-
easy here, to be honest.
What
I'm
about
just-
your topic list then?
I've got the topic list open, and
We get,
obviously
like,
we
3
started
questions
off there,
of the
and then we
stream.
ended up on like a sort of journey through all sorts.
That's why I like it. It's such an awesome podcast for just the content creators from all walks of, the area to just come on and just talk. RuneScape here, live stuff. It's just a nice way to wind down after the week
Mm-hmm.
or begin the week for some of you.
Yeah,
Yeah, beginning of the week
Yeah.
for all of us.
The other thing I like is I don't really talk to many other content creators. I guess I'll put them under that umbrella. So it's almost like a networking thing as well for me anyway, because I don't honestly I don't really talk to many other streamers, just the ones that occasionally stream around my time, the ones
I
that
was
host
gonna
me,
say,
the ones that I end up
I've-
hosting.
It's got
Yeah,
to
for
be
the
your
raid.
time zone. That's why, but when everyone's awake, you're probably asleep or
Yeah, my
just waking
time
up,
zone
so-
is the worst, but for my benefit, it's actually worked out really well.
yeah. Like obviously, I don't think there's enough collabs in the RuneScape community. To be honest, I feel like
Nope.
there's so much potential for it, and no one seems to be doing it.
What do you mean collabs? Like
Like challenges
content
and
creators
stuff
on the
and
same
stuff.
video.
doing things together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
do a stream challenge versus each other, that kind of stuff. Race,
Yep.
PvPing together. I've done a lot of stuff with other content creators. I think.
yeah. You've done definitely by far the most out of all of us, I think, with regards to that.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
none myself.
Actually, I mean, technically, probably me because I've literally got a different guest every week. So, but
Yeah, true.
actually,
You've interviewed
in-game
pretty
stuff.
much. You've talked to more content creators than I have, RuneScape wise, for sure.
But actually, doing in-game stuff is
Yeah.
pretty low. Apart from the hide and seek rounds on the quiz show, of course.
I like we get to speak to people from different platforms as well, like James's Spider Mash on Twitch, and then next step would probably find an art community someone to talk to.
Yeah, I feel like the art guys, it might be a case of getting two of them on at once, because they won't have spoken to any of us at all before. So having like a half and half split would be quite nice.
Arc?
Art.
Oh, like
Art.
and like in the comic
You're like,
like,
artists, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Arc Survival? Huh? No,
Because that's I reckon that's a big part of the community, and myself included. I really do overlook. There's a bunch of talented people, but I just don't really look at that sort of thing. But it would be nice to see like the thought process, because it's the same as us. They're creative people, just like all of us, and it's just a different media.
Arguably, I'd say some of them are even more creative. Like, what's this guy's name again? Fuck. The guy that makes all the HD concept art for RuneScape, like
Glaysite, probably.
Glaysite, yes,
Yeah.
Glaysite, yeah. Oh, that dude is insane. I've used some of his stuff in my thumbnails, actually, with credit, of course.
I mean, I have weekly roundups of all the recent art
Yeah,
on that
thanks,
YouTube
Steve.
link that seems to have appeared in the chat. So if you guys are interested in seeing anything like that,
Oh,
go
that
and
was
check
a
it out.
plug. I'm so proud of him. I'm
did
so
it.
proud.
Oh, there we
did
go.
it.
Sell out, dude. This is nasty now. Honestly, I can see that series becoming the thing on RuneScape through YouTube. It just takes time. It like if you I can guarantee if you've been doing it for like, I don't know, 3 months, it's gonna catch up. People are gonna be like, whoa, okay, this is something I want to follow.
I guess
Actually,
the thing is, when it starts out, it's quite, people don't know if it's going to be a regular thing. So
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
a
know if it's
bit-
worth investing in.
You got a playlist, right? I hope.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Make
Of
that
course.
on like your channel, like have it be showcased on the channel thing.
See,
Yeah.
Eddie's smart. He can, in a way, he can sort of, take from our communities, and that way, in a sense, like he's exposed to more people than we ever will, because it's like everyone's community.
Yeah.
So it's a very good, very very good platform for that.
Shh, you're giving away my secrets.
I'm surprised no one else has done it before him, like something like that.
It's a niche thing. It's a very niche thing, because for us, we make creative content through the game, whereas for Eddie, it's like he's got to go outside of the game to do it. It's not really the game itself.
The
So it's a very
actual-
outsidey thing.
The actual initial approaching of people as well is quite an unusual thing, I think, for people to actually do. It's quite a big step to actually go and approach someone and say, do you want to do this, when you actually have nothing as a base, if that makes sense.
I can apply this to film school.
Yep.
Basically, so Eddie is pitching his show to a producer, right? And basically, in this instance right now, James, myself, and Eric, we are the famous actors, so to speak, and the famous directors, and we are putting our name to the project to get him into more market, if that makes sense. He's gonna, like, if you
Yeah.
said, hey, I've interviewed these 3 bigger people, why don't you come on? There's more chance of that person coming on because he's gone through us and he's just stepping up.
Yes, exactly. It's funny. Was that one of your first interviews, Eddie? Apart from Wazzy, of course.
No, actually, you were like January, February, weren't you? Hang on, let me get it up and I can have a little look.
At least I replied very fast. Brilliant
Yeah.
Mister interviewed me when he had like 500 subs. I was like, sure, dude, why not?
I had probably sub 100 when I spoke to you,
Yeah.
which is
And I
like crazy.
I really don't care how small a channel is.
Let's
Apart
have a
from-
look. Where's your...
When I say that, there's people that come to me that have no videos that want to collab. Obviously that's different because collabing is quite intensive. Like if you make a video, I mean,
Yeah.
it's easy
Yeah.
to do that. Has experience with making videos. That's But an interview,
Yeah.
Oh, you were fairly early on. You were middle of January, so...
hey,
I started in October last year, and then I was doing one a week from the beginning of this year. Still through
I
till now.
feel
Jesus.
collabing is very important in the sense that you want someone who has the, like Ariel was saying, the quality standard, right? Because it's one thing to say, oh, I'll help you out, but if they've got like really bad audio, it sort of makes a mark on your channel too. So you have to like yeah, you have to find that happy medium balance where it's like, I would like to help you, but first you just need to lift your quality a little bit so it's, the standard.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that's a bit tricky for me to do when it comes to like artists and stuff who haven't got any kind of.
I get that. I understand that completely.
They have the name though at some like
They,
for example,
but what I
Presley
mean
has
in
a
terms of like their actual mic quality,
They
and
won't
stuff
invest
like
in
that.
the quality that we have because we do it as a different medium. Like
Yeah,
we
they
wouldn't
don't-
have full on Pendo pads and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually a very good point, damn. That's actually also something that applies to oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say we wouldn't be collaborating with artists in that sort of video anyway. So for us, this is our platform to meet them is through the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
And it's something I have asked a couple of them, and they have said they'll be willing to come on as long as there's like someone they know. So I don't. I will see.
I didn't know Catharn and well, I knew who Laser Shark, aka Jim, was, but well, actually I knew who Cathar was as well, but I've never talked to them in that first podcast we did. Never, like in voice chat. So that's.
I've never spoken to.
I've
I've never voice chatted with most of my interviewees before I actually go live with them, which is really weird. But I feel like this probably going back to having the sort of sales experience kind of makes that a little bit easier to get
100%.
over, because
100%.
otherwise initially it's kind of where do you even start? How do you start talking to someone?
Have you had any of those moments where it's like awkward?
A couple of moments where I was like, "Oh, I have no idea where I'm going now," but I'm not going to name any names or anything like that. But
No.
That was our interview. I'll admit it. Fucking train wreck. Don't watch it.
No comment.
Nah, Eddie and I were talking for ages before we even started that, and it's just like, oh shit, we need to do a.
I should probably press the record button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, collabs are good. We should, maybe us four should do something.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, if it's,
We've got a Europe versus Oz thing.
I mean, we do
Oz,
all
New
have
Zealand.
a platform to stream on,
Mm-hmm.
if need be. James, if there was a creator that you could reach out to, speak to, get in contact with, who would it be?
Good question.
Pokemon.
A RuneScape creator?
Yep.
Fucking Pokemon.
Ooh, off the top of my head, I don't know, because there's a lot of them I can actually just talk to now.
That is the thing with the RuneScape community. Everyone is very friendly to chat to you anyway.
I'd probably say Lucario, though, because, man, I've never talked to him, right? And he's, like, top tier, kind of...
He's a god.
Yeah.
As
Say it,
far as
he's a
like
god.
my interest in the game is PVM, and he is a god in that category. So it would be like, I've seen like his skill is on another level. It'd be nice to like get tips and stuff like that. But then I understand that I've fallen into a bracket that my target audience is a lot different than that of his and Couchy's and those kind of players, because their audiences tend to be players that are also top tier PVMers, where mine's more of a chill, kick back, relax, mid tier, wanting to move on to high tier, more casual players. And that's just a decision I made probably over the last few months.
I think you'll appeal more to more viewers if you're more casual. I found that as well. I'm not that good. People like seeing someone else suck as well. Someone just said that in the chat as well. The ranged ape. They want to see someone who sucks. or is average.
Elitist group of players is, as much as they're a very noisy bunch of people, they are also a very small bunch of people.
Yeah, there's definitely more casual people in the game. Can confirm.
And they just won't speak up. They're more happy to just sit and watch. Whereas the elitists, because they're they like to voice their opinion, they're the loudest of the bunch.
Yeah.
That goes for anything in life, though.
Oh, I wanted to mention something about getting your name out there and collabing with big names. That's also a thing with sponsorships. If you've partnered up with big brands, other big brands are more likely to take you.
I had something interesting here at the Hall of Memories yesterday. Apparently, I was just skilling and I was talking in World Chat, and now I'm talking to someone who does the sponsorships and the merch for Swampletics, Settled.
Oh, his merch is sick, dude.
Yeah, so that was an interesting, and again, it goes to show one of those things. If I wasn't talking in World Chat, I would not have made that connection with that person. So, yeah.
That is a valuable little thing. Did not know he played RuneScape 3. I don't even know who it is personally, but that's if you ever plan to make,
you never, yeah.
Huh. That is
that person who is in your chat today, just hanging out with you, could be a major person at a marketing label 3 years from now when they finish uni, and they might bring you on board. You never know.
Yeah,
that's true.
Very true.
We haven't had any drink requests for a while.
We haven't, no. I was just saying how chat's been really helpful, and yeah, if you ask any questions to anyone in game, they're probably, well, as long as they don't just think you're a troll, they'll...
Just don't ask them at the PVM hub. That's where you get burned. That's, yeah, I've learnt not to speak at that place because it's basically where all the really up there ones like to just shit on you.
You know what you should do? Once you get maxed, go in the max guild, quick chat like a boss, your kill count, and if it's low, just do it. Let's see what happens. It's funny.
I've got like 1 kill count on everything. It's fine.
Bro, you could that's bro.
Even if you have a lot,
almost in a nutshell, man.
Oh, you did that?
It's so easy to wind people up sometimes. It's probably bad to do, but it's like those people that are at that top of tier that like giving you a hard time are the easiest to wind up, man.
See, this comes back to the start where we were talking about New Zealand's sense of humour.
It's just I'm in a little bit of a different position because I know that for the most time when I get someone like that come into my stream, it's easy for me to just talk things like just to be funny, and just my rotations, for example, and my DPS is very poor, but I'll just act like it's the best in slot, but I've got like 60, 70, 80 people there nodding their head, and I've got this one guy that wants to say something, but I know that if he says something, he's got like 70, 80 people to argue with.
Have you had...
they're the ones that just lose the plot, and then it turns into them talking to their friends, and you've got little groups that just won't let you go anywhere because they heard you say this, but they didn't say anything to you in your face, you know? It's kind of where I kind of fell. That's kind of separated me from the highest of tier, and being even the opportunity to get better has kind of been... I kind of threw that opportunity away when I decided to give them a hard time.
Have you had someone in your chat called Papador?
Well, nah, I know the name though.
Oh, you know, you're usually World 15 as well, right?
Big AOD, I think, from way back.
Well, it could be. I may know 1 or 2 people that might have been those people in your chat. Not Papador I'm talking about, but I know he can like joke around on the streams, not just mine.
It's standard. What do you expect as like a streamer? You know, you're always going to get those people, and you just got to understand that, I guess. Not let it get you too upset or triggered about it. Just have a laugh. I guess being from Australia and New Zealand, we can kind of, and that may be the same everywhere else, but I don't really struggle laughing it off. And
yeah, my first thing, like, I had my first learning curve with that with my DPS guide, and it was meant to be a beginner guide, like the bare bones, like fucking how to be DPS for dummies sort of guide, right? And I had in my rotation Slice, because I was just doing Berserker, Ring, Adren Pot, Slice, whatever. And I got so much flame for having Slice. Like, they went nuts at me for it, the elitists. They're like, what the fuck? I'm only using it to build adrenaline. It's not like I'm using it for damage or anything like that. But they would not let that fucking ability down. One ability out of the whole video they nitpicked on. And then because I wasn't used to it, I redid the video, took it out and everything like that, and I was like, there, you happy? Obviously, they're still not happy, so I was just like, fuck it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings up like a off-topic thing. Like, I guess YouTube and Twitch are different. Like, for me, I can just ban those people from my chat. No, it does not bother me at all. But I feel like some of the smaller streamers, people that average like 10 to 20 viewers, maybe they will get given a hard time, but they don't want to ban this person because they still want the people to hang out with them. They still want the
that could be
numbers
it,
there,
yeah.
and by banning them is just getting rid of numbers that they may want.
I mean,
like
it's
that.
True. That's a really good point, dude. Wow.
It's true.
Okay.
The problem is it's not going to help with the growth of the channel in the future if you let that sort of thing sit. So it's just, you got to cut it out if you see it.
Yeah.
And just let them know that it's not.
Yeah, I've had that before where, be it YouTube or Twitch, either one. What you say, joking or not, impacts the entire presence of that channel. Like if someone says this is shit as a joke, then you've got 10 other people who, because we're humans and we're kind of stupid like that, we follow the herd, they just think it's shit because that person said it. And so that's the sort of thing where if you don't really stamp down on it and cut it out, even though you just say, hey, it's joking, but think about it, you're impacting the rest of 10 other people's decision. That's something you got to really watch out for.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. That's some people though. I wouldn't say everyone does that.
Yeah, but there's some people that
Follow.
They're so easily influenced that even though they haven't even watched the video, they'll just agree with the comment because they don't want to be the opposite side of it. There's a word for this. What is it? The status quo. They don't want to go against the status quo.
But did you not cut out for me there? That's maybe my side. You said did, and then you cut out.
I said they don't want to go against the status quo.
Yeah. Yeah, they go with what they see.
Because they're too afraid to be different. There's people out there who are
Yeah, that's definitely a thing that happens, yeah. Sadly.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely one of those people who it's kind of fun to be on the adjacent side to the, the main group of people. It's fun to be on the outside sometimes.
Yep.
You just troll to be like, yep,
That's pretty good.
Don't agree.
That's pretty good.
Devil's advocate.
You get a lot of
the-
reactions.
yeah.
You get a lot of reactions.
So you guys that are you get a lot of YouTube comments and stuff. What's the worst stuff you've had from your comment section? What's the most either annoying or just?
I'm gonna fucking enjoy this. Hold up. I'm just gonna pull up my my auto censored list.
Oh, beautiful!
It's like YouTube's in my held for review. You're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, first, I'm sure Jim has seen this one. This is not bad, but this they tag a timestamp in the video and then they.
Join me on sex.com.
What girls dash looking dash sex online? What the fuck? Why is that in my comment section?
Yeah. The bots.
Okay, wait. One has the N-word in it, so I can't send that. 1 second.
No,
I get
not.
called the N-word. Well, I'm like the opposite. I'm like milk. Honestly, dude. Honestly, I am. Australia's son would rip me apart, dude. Okay. So let me look at these comments. You guys can go along. Just start sending them in the chat, okay? With the video in. Hold up. I fucking love these comments, dude. Oh, this is a funny one. Let's see.
Oh
What
my God,
do we
yeah.
have? Hold up.
I like how he just finishes. By the way, nice video, 10 out of 10 quality content, man.
Yeah. Hold up. Oh, this is a lot of Papador again, because he keeps telling me to shut up or saying my videos are shit as a joke in my comments. He keeps
What
coming
the
in my
What the fuck sort of bot is this? Loyal fan here, laser shark in quotation marks, has received the social gun triggers achievement for his subscribers.
What?
Get the achievement here. Spread the right hand. What the fuck is this?
That doesn't
As YouTube creators, do you actually go through and read all the comments? Is that an easy thing to do, or is that quite a task?
Yeah, we've got a thing that basically you can go through all the comments you haven't responded to. I try and respond to as many people as I can, but you can filter basically your comments. So you know
Wait,
which one
I have one of the cool dating online ones. Goodbye.
I didn't realize there was a way to kind of tick off what you've already attended.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I haven't
I guess
responded
it's
to
exactly like
something.
Streamlabs and stuff as well. Like I can see who I've said, I can see what I've already addressed and stuff. So it only makes sense.
New video, impossible. Would you like to collab? Why?
Spamming.
Eric,
anyone...
have you had spam emails for sponsorships, like taking you to gold selling websites and all that shit?
I mean, I wouldn't call that spam. It's a legitimate request. But yes,
Yeah.
wholesalers
Yeah.
actually trying to. If I would do that, one, they'd have to like give me enough money to buy a Lambo, and I'd like still try and like get a like. I wouldn't scam my viewers with gold or whatever scam sites. So I would like put in a fake link in the description that leads to nothing, and then still
and
try
just
and get
tell
paid.
them that you put it in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Or somehow. But yeah,
I've had one that tried to be a real website, G2A or whatever it was. I tried. They tried to get in contact with me, but it was like a fake one.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like G2A game or something like that. It was like a fake. It almost looked like the real one, but it was fake.
Oh, I mean, if that's a, I mean, they wouldn't sponsor. They just give you an affiliate link, right? I think.
Let me see.
I don't think they're like. How would they sponsor? Like they can't. Like they give you free games or something. I don't know. Like they
Or
pay you
just
to promote
pay
the
you
site.
to promote it. Yeah.
I will do Raid Shadow Legends chat. I will do it. I said I wouldn't do mobile games, and I won't. I've denied a couple, but raids I will do it. I will take their money. I will make it into the meme. I will
It's a lot of money from them. You got to
yeah,
put
they
food
pay a
on the table.
lot. I've seen what other creators have had. And it's a lot. I also talk a lot to some larger creators, which aren't RuneScape content creators, 3 of them, and the amount of money they get for sponsorships is ridiculous.
Here it is. Hi, dear. Thanks for reading our mail. Here is G2A.com, a comprehensive site selling gold coins and various for popular games. And that's why I was like, that can't be real.
Yeah.
Hey, dear. Why would they?
Hey, dear.
Hey, dear.
They would say "Dear Sir, Madam" or something if it was a real email.
Well, yeah, they just forgot to put the
I
actual...
open it up and it says, you have won. Oh, look, a cruise.
You have won?
Yeah, it's like one of those like
sounds
really
legit.
bad websites.
Oh, it's like, oh, click here to win your free iPad.
Yeah.
Do this stupid shooting game, like shoot 5.
Click here to get sponsored.
Oh God.
They know us too well.
So what is your favourite ad spot you've ever seen a YouTuber do?
Have
you seen any like good ones?
Jimmy on Old School RuneScape does them very well. Do you know him?
Yeah.
By release, he does like. Hold on, let me pull them up. I mean, I don't know if you want to play on screen on stream or something, but actually, no, let's not do that. But Jimmy makes them very well.
I don't know if you guys have watched The Internet Historian.
I have. Depends on the
I
video.
have.
He does some fantastic ad spots as well. They are the memeiest thing in the world. And
I
they're
mean,
beautiful.
JonTron does too. Like, he does some pretty memey ad spots. Have you guys are obviously Europe based, so like, have you guys seen Kadikarus? He's from the UK.
Kadikarus.
Nope, that
Yeah.
does not ring a bell at all.
Oh my god, he like I'm gonna do like a little fanboy moment. Followed him since 10k. He's now at like 500k, but
Jeez.
he just does like really awesome reviews of old retro games like PS1, PS2, all that sort of thing. And he's like me with the Max series, where it's
maybe
not
I have
just a
him.
review; it's a show. It's a show.
Is that what made him
Kadikarus.
grow?
Yeah.
Hold up, I'm trying to look him up.
How's it spelled, sorry?
Kadikarus, Kadicaurus, I think. Definitely in my top 10 watch list.
CADDICARUS. 739,000 subscribers.
Because when I found him, he was like me, just a high school kid who played old school like PS1 games and PS2 games. And, you know, it was really cool to see someone who had that sort of passion for the old games like I did. And then his production quality is so freaking high. Like, more than me. Like, way more than me. He writes his scripts from scratch, everything. It's so high. But funny. Very funny.
It's crazy the level that YouTube's got to now. Like, go back to when it started.
That's right. Envy
And now-
streamers so much. I envy you guys so much.
It's Oh my god, like the stuff you could get away with, like trash videos and still grow because there wasn't, that much good stuff. It's funny, like now you have to have great videos from the start. Like my first video is awful, but other people's first videos are so good compared to mine.
So I have a train simulator video on my old
Please show.
YouTube channel that has, I think, 120,000 views, 158,000 views.
What? How?
It's awful. It's the most awful thing in the world. I'll link it in chat. Everyone can enjoy that. Obviously, drop a sub to that channel. I'm not going to upload anything on it, probably ever again, but it's appreciated.
Train simulator.
Is this you?
That's not me. That's a friend. I wasn't even playing the game. I was on a Skype call. I couldn't see what he was doing.
Dude, this video has more views than the entire channel, though.
I know.
How does it make you feel?
It kind of sucks.
Oh, you can still see the old comments because you had Google Plus for like at some point.
Yeah, so you got the links. Yeah,
Like you can't see the comment. Like
Yeah.
they split up. It's so weird. That's
it's
what
all my
confused-
replies.
Where did you get the game? These people, dude. How did you move the train? I have the game, but I can't move the train. Is this guy serious? Idiots.
Speaking of simulators, I had someone subscribe to me a fair while ago. I want to say like 3 or 4 months ago, and he's a YouTuber, and he just plays a simulator as well. He plays Farming Simulator. From what I've seen, he doesn't do like voiceover and stuff. It's just like sped up Farming Simulator stuff. Have a guess how many subs he has?
Quite a lot. Farming Simulator is a popular game, and it's also pretty fun. I don't know if you guys have ever played it.
Is it like the real version of Animal Crossing or something?
You basically really farm. Like you're in the machines, you're using it's hard to explain. You have to cultivate the land, you have to seed everything, you have to put the manure on, you have to put the water on. You can do everything like completely super realistically. Certain machines can only tow certain amounts of weight. Like it's very authentic in that, but you can also do stupid shit like launching a Mustang over a river.
Yeah, or getting a Bugatti Veyron in the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
This guy plays legit though. He plays legit.
Mm.
40,000 subs on Farming Simulator. From
less
what
than
I've seen, no voiceover or anything. Like, what?
Imagine if, like, you had a cinematic farming simulator.
Oh my god.
cinematic.
Hey guys, welcome to my farm. Don't know where the accent came from, but yeah. Today we're gonna shovel the shit.
I'm surprised that those games are popular though. Like I understand Farm Simulator maybe, but Truck Simulator I don't understand.
That is such a relaxing game. It's
I
such a
can understand.
nice, chilled out experience. Euro Truck. Like,
How is that fun?
it's not. It's a relaxation. It's, you know.
just go watch TV.
No, because sometimes you want to be, like, slightly interactive with it. Like, I don't know. I've played it a bit. It's quite enjoyable.
Eric sounds like Call of Duty players when we talk about RuneScape.
Wait,
mean, I-
There's multiplayer for it.
What?
Nexus, why didn't I know about this before? That sounds amazing.
There's
Hey,
a
smart.
mod for Truck Sim multiplayer, yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Oh,
that's... Oh, I might have to stream it at some point. That sounds beautiful. Holy moly.
Let's go trucking. I've actually played it. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Oh.
It's good for a while in short moments. I can't play the whole thing. A simulator I can play for a long time is Car Mechanic Simulator. That one was really good.
I've seen it, but I've never played it.
One of those ones where it's like really good attention to detail and like tearing down the engines and everything like that. You can do rust repairs on the doors and, you know, go to the scrapyard, try and find the right part you need to replace it on your building car and stuff. Doesn't sound like fun to everyone, but if you're a car person, it's ridiculously fun.
Cars, but I don't know if I'd enjoy that. But it does sound better than Farming Simulator.
Okay, well, I am definitely keeping Trucker SMP open because that sounds amazing.
James, do you play any other games?
None at all.
What? No.
No, well, I'm not a big gamer, right? Like, I only recently got into gaming, to be honest, because most of my time I used to spend out either at uni or involved with cars, and then working. I only recently came back to gaming probably 3 years ago while I went back to uni, and it was just kind of RuneScape was that game I could play while I was in lectures and between classes. So that's kind of where all the maxing time came from. Like my journey to max was very easy because I was just doing it in class at university, filling time, and then it's a pretty addictive game. So once you finish uni, you just kind of have more time to play RuneScape.
Oh god.
And yeah, I haven't really looked at other games.
Huh.
I was gonna ask you. I was thinking about a question because, your gym is expanding. I'm trying to expand. Eddie is talking about Truck Simulator. I doubt we'll be seeing any Truck Simulator.
No,
videos,
I was going to
though,
say
but-
what I'm kind of realizing, I think, is I want to keep the YouTube for like these long form things and the community showcase, and then stream more like my PVM stuff because I've got a final boss series on the YouTube channel, but it's it just takes so long, and it just doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't feel that rewarding at the end of it.
I know what you mean.
So I'm thinking I might just not do that and just stream the journey of like the PVM learning and stuff instead, because I think that's more watchable.
Every streamer that starts streaming now ever high fives you in this moment because that's what they did.
Yeah,
Because it's just, I'm not saying streaming is easier. I actually think streaming is harder for me personally, but I think to get into streaming PVM, it's way easier than editing a video like you did, because the quality of your video is amazing, but the amount of time it takes cuts into your day very hard, or in your week or month even.
well,
depending on what
it's
time of year.
especially because come October I'm starting uni and stuff again. I'm working 28 hours doing uni, and that it'll be like one video every 3 months, and it's
not going to be possible. No.
Yeah. On the flip side of that too, it's like I thought about that with the Max series. If I was to because I streamed it today and it felt weird. It really felt weird because I like to keep people guessing where the account's up to, and they sort of had a peek behind the curtain, and they seen content that's not out for 3 episodes. And it's just like, I feel weird giving you guys so much, spoilers for the series, because are those people going to come back for the episode? And I sort of put the question out there, and the answer I got overall was yes, because, they're there for the story more than just the progression. But it was always something in the back of my mind. I'm like, I can't really stream this series because you're getting all of the content in the stream rather than the episode.
Fuck, dude. That's... Damn.
yeah,
That
that
must
is.
suck.
Mm-hmm.
That must be like an annoying position. Think about it.
I mean, if you look at Ryan's stuff, like he's taking a break from doing his YouTube stuff at the moment. But when he was doing his hardcore Iron Man videos, he was like 2 months ahead of that on his streams.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was like literally just he would work on it when he had time. But again, it's that time thing.
Yeah, I tried it a little bit with the old school series. I started, streaming that first up, and then I'd put the episodes after, but I don't know. It's a very complicated thing because you guys know I set such a high standard for the episode that if they get the same footage as a stream, it's not the same impact. It really isn't. No music, no voiceovers, nothing. It's just purely, hey, I got level 69 runecrafting, but in the episode I could be like, level 6, all the big theatrical shit.
For some reason, people enjoy that, though. If you look at... I think Miku's done it for a long time. That he just streams and he makes videos out of his streams. And it works. So maybe...
I mean, if you want to look at someone that does that every day, Mr. Wazzy literally does. He's got his thing recording the stream so he can do like a 30-second rollback thing. Presses that, literally drags it all into his editor, uploads it, done. And because he does it daily, people use it as a way to catch up on what they've missed on his streams. And it's
My
really
work
popular.
schedule's different though. Like
it's different. That's easy.
While while I'm doing shit on the account, I'm editing on the side most of the time.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do as well.
Tough.
Yeah,
tough,
see,
tough.
the problem is, I can play, but then I normally have to be like working rather than editing. So it's just about how much time you have for stuff.
Honestly,
Yeah, all
you
of that stuff honestly just sounds like I just don't have the time to even.
James has
on
got the
that area.
fucking easiest job out of all of us. Hey, let's hit live. Let's go fucking PBOing. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
streaming is
as
tiring.
it's as simple as sitting down, going live, and just playing the game. There's not a lot else really. To be
Fuck
honest,
yeah.
you obviously make things look presentable, but I mean that doesn't
Yeah,
take
yeah,
a
yeah.
genius. Yeah, do it once and it's done for good.
But don't you feel like streaming can be tiring? I felt like my voice is just.
Um,
If I have to make a video after streaming, I feel like shit. Honestly.
Maybe I'm just too new to have. Maybe I haven't been worn out or
Nah.
anything yet.
8 months, dude. That's a long time.
But
Is it?
how long does your streams go for?
Usually 4 hours. If I had to put a average on it.
Yeah, see, if you're doing that full time, 8 hours every day, that's where I'd say the burn comes in. It's like, how do I make fresh, live content 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Even me, I ran out of
I think I'm very
I
lucky.
streamed 3 hours Monday, 5 hours today, and I'm like, I really ran out of things to say at the end of the stream. And then, I was kind of glad at the end of the podcast is here because I'm like, yay, people to talk to. I'm not feeling all the dead space.
It's true as well. Whenever I've tried to do a longer stream after 3 hours or so, I can feel my energy level starts to drop a bit for it. Obviously, it depends on. Obviously, if you've got loads of activity and stuff in chat, that's a way of keeping it going because you've got that reactivity.
Helps.
That is like my luckiest thing is I feel like I can go live without a plan. I never have a plan going live. I have a general idea of my goals in RuneScape, but that's as close to a plan as I have. The chat, honestly, just keep it going.
Do you talk to anyone in Discord or anything while you're doing it?
Nah, I stay out of Discord. I find that a big distraction, and to be honest, I'm terrible with the technical side of things. When I am in Discord, once I join Discord, the volume is way too low for me to hear over the music, and my music's too loud. I've got to mute the music, and it's just a mess, man. I don't want to play around with that midstream, so I just no Discord while streaming. It's just me.
See, that's an amazing thing for someone who's not so tech savvy to fall into a successful Twitch channel. That doesn't really happen. That's very lucky.
Yeah, very.
It
I mean,
really
I've got
is.
a lot of people I can call on though, that have helped me so many times. There's so many things I've needed to reach out for help for. I'm just glad I don't have to go and pay someone to do it. There's just people in this game, other streamers, people that have just played computers their whole life that know what to do, and they just come in on TeamViewer or just walk me through the process of setting something up. Yeah,
because I've spent 5 years learning Adobe Premiere to edit the way that I do. I spent all of the first 6 months of this year learning how to do better audio and all that stuff just to improve the quality again. And it's just I'm always constantly learning with this media.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I guess I guess I am learning as I go, but naturally I don't know as much as probably the other streamers on the platform.
If it works, man. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you don't have to,
where I learn, and I guess it's just, I don't know. I haven't run into too many issues. I just kind of don't alter things. They're working. I don't play with them. And just hit the go live button and then end now.
I think the thing flooding our market and where RuneScape is very unique in this instance is, okay, you're streaming Fortnite, you're streaming Call of Duty, any of those games, is that people can stream from their console now, and it floods the market. It becomes very hard to differentiate yourself and become seen in the streaming market. Whereas with RuneScape, it's literally only PC people streaming.
A couple of mobiles, I think I've seen. I've seen a couple of people streaming mobile before, which was interesting.
Huh. I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, James. What did you say?
No, I was thinking I'd be too scared to even try and dwell into another game as far as streaming went. I don't think I would have done well anywhere else.
We were speaking to Spider about this last week, and now he's doing more variety streaming. He started RuneScape for 6 months, same as you, and then that's when he started to implement variety, and I guess it took off from there.
I think oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is it working for him? No.
I mean, he kind of does it for
said
fun.
It is, yeah.
Like, he does it for fun. The people that want to stick around for him stick around for him. And it's also the same for, I think I saw Plum in chat, Akita and Plum. They play a bit of variety games, and they started initially with just RuneScape, but then moved out to doing everything because they were like, well, we want to stream what we enjoy. And I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I mean, a few people have been asking, like, why don't you go and give this a try or that a try? Now that now that I'm partnered, I don't have to worry about losing the tick, and I don't have to worry about trying to get a certain average. And I just think, even though I don't risk that, I still think there's a lot of risks involved as a RuneScape streamer going to another. I don't want to run that risk. I might stuff it up for myself, maybe.
But here's the thing, you're a personality. From what I can gather, you're a personality. So your personality could carry across many games, and that's part of being able to do variety is they're invested in you as a person. Like you're saying that you're not the best PVM and you're just casual, PVMer. That's good because, they're investing in just you and your comedy, your content style. So that could be very transferable to another game.
Yeah, could be. Is it worth the risk? I don't.
Yeah,
it might be. Like the thing is,
I understand that. I've always got to ask myself: is it worth taking the chance? Or,
I mean, James, you could do it something like
first. Are you happy?
Yeah,
because that should.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. However, I've been looking at this. Have you guys seen the Fall Guys game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like giving that a go. Like, it looks so fun, but
just do it.
I better not.
But even if it's just for one stream, that's your beautiful thing about Twitch is just one stream and then it's gone. Us on YouTube is there forever, basically. So,
like, I know some people do it sort of once a week. They'll do like a variety stream, like that sort of thing, where they can just play whatever. Like, even if you start with a bit of RuneScape or whatever, and then play some Fall Guys, like, it doesn't have to be the whole
we started
stream.
the podcast with guitar, did we not?
It's true. It's still here.
That's isn't that what doesn't Scotty Ginge do variety?
I mean, Omid every Sunday, his Sundays are variety.
What does Omid play apart from RuneScape? I'm surprised he plays something else.
Never seen his stream.
Last night he played, I think, Dishonored 2.
Oh.
I haven't played the second one actually. I really enjoyed the first one. It's a really nice world setup they did.
I think that's a question that we should ask the community here is everyone in chat, what's your opinion on if someone you subscribe to plays a game that you didn't subscribe to them for? If they wanted to try something else. What's your opinion on that? Because
also
again,
Twitch.
Yeah.
If you mean because subbing on Twitch is different in YouTube because it doesn't cost anything on YouTube.
Indeed, so you should go over and sub to all these guys.
Yeah. Because it'll be interesting to see the comments in live now. So we've got 30 people in live. So get people's comments now, and then when this goes up on the YouTube, see what people say over there too. Get people's input on both sides.
See what the variety, see what the difference is.
Next is my man, dude.
Yeah.
Don't kill your channel by going live as well if you're a small creator, because that's what happened to me.
On YouTube,
don't go live
it's like
what do you mean?
Yeah. So basically, think of it this way: YouTube doesn't know who you are. You could be someone who's hate speech, racist, nudity, all of that stuff. They don't know who you are because you've just created a YouTube channel. So for them, it's a risk of you going live. They give you the access to use it, but then on the flip side of that, they ban you for 2 weeks from being shared to everyone. So they pull all your content from recommended, all of the, all of those side panels and everything like that. You're not going to be in there for 2 weeks after you go live if you're a small channel.
Okay.
It even affects larger channels. Like, I know some larger channels remove streams after they are live and don't leave them up because
really
of the effect it
that
has.
That 10-minute stream before we started, I just remove it.
Yeah.
It's because in that stream, YouTube has no control. There's no control over demonetization because it's live. What's there is there, and it's seen. and that's why they do that. So it's better to, again, delist it afterwards, or just don't do it until you're bigger, and RuneScape has a better idea of who you are. They know that you're a vulgar person if you're swearing and stuff like that, if you upload that content consistently, so they know that already. But yeah, you're taking a risk by doing it small when they don't know who you are. They've got to build a profile on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
For sure, true.
So chat seems to be quite mixed, to be honest, of whether they watch for variety or not. It seems like more people lean towards the main game.
Yep.
But it does depend on the person. Like Fletching said there, watch Micro for RuneScape, but not anything else. So.
You know what he did with Raid Shadow Legends? I think he streamed RuneScape first, and then he did the sponsored stream.
It's a smart way to do it, you know. Gets the view numbers up. Why wouldn't you do that? Like...
I think it also depends on your content. Look, I make guides, so why the hell would people watch my other stuff? They watch me because they want to learn something.
Yeah, they go to you for a certain thing. They don't go to you
Yeah.
for who knows what, I guess.
I fucked myself there. Bit myself. What's that saying? Dug my own
Beat
grave.
yourself
I don't
in the
know,
ass.
dude.
Stabbed yourself with a foot?
I don't know what it's called. Something.
It's never too late though. You can always make a series that's yours.
Yeah, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying slowly. I like the thing is, the best case scenario for me would be I'd grow popular beyond RuneScape and get people into RuneScape through my other videos. But you know,
You know
kinda
who
hard.
did that? Tom Syndicate, the Syndicate project. He did that. He was massive Minecraft, massive Call of Duty, and then was like, "Hey, I remember that game from high school," and
Yeah, he
brought a
played it.
shit ton of
OSRS.
people to RuneScape.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I mean, he mainly got big for his zombies. Everyone watches this for his zombies.
I don't know. His Minecraft was huge too. That
Yeah, like a survival island
big.
thing.
The thing he did with Captain Sparkles and Firefox and everything, that was the biggest Twitch thing that ever happened on Twitch, I think. Every single
Could
day,
be.
Maya Night. I think that's what it was called.
I remember something vague. I didn't watch all his Minecraft stuff. I know his Minecraft Project series was super popular until he quit, as well. That's
Yeah.
actually that's old. That's really old.
Talk about dodgy freaking gambling. Go full circle here. That dude and who was it? The other guy?
I don't know.
Tifu? No, I don't know. The other guy. They hosted a series for people who don't know about Counter-Strike Go. And, you know, there's rare skins for knives and guns in Counter-Strike Go. And he made a website where you could gamble skins. You put up skins of a certain actual monetary value, like $300, against another person, and you click verse. That's all it was. Click verse for their skins. The winner, it was just a random spinny thing that spun and won. Whoever won it, he owned the freaking company and was advertising it as if he was just playing it.
Sounds
He's
like
like-
Return of Wilderness.
Check out this website. It's like awesome. You can go and gamble all your stuff. I'm not sponsored. He owned the website.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's-
at least it got found, like, I mean, it was going for a while, but at least it did get stopped and shut down and
It needed to.
done, but...
I apart from that, I generally like that guy so much. He's an idol.
Yeah, apart from
I-
that as well. I watched him since I was a kid, so...
he's honestly he's also I don't know, man. I'm surprised he's still going. Like on Twitch he's pretty big, but on YouTube his channel just kept going under 10 million subscribers, which was pretty sad to see. He just couldn't get that play button. The diamond one, which is just sad. Oh, but man, that guy is great. How long have we been on for, by the way?
We are getting on towards nearly 2.5 hours. I was going to say, I think if we
Sure,
do,
holy crap.
let's do one more topic, and this is going to
Congrats,
stretch
dude.
some people's memories, and then we will start to wrap it up. But yeah, congrats on 2.5 billion XP, James.
Yeah, I completely didn't
Done.
even realize, man. I'm just getting rid of proteins, and everyone said grats to me, and then I didn't even know what they were gratting me for. And we're talking for like another 30 minutes. Then I looked at my total XP and realized what had just happened. I scrolled back up, and it's too late to see the announcement, but I saw all the gratses, and now I know why they were saying I was not paying attention at all to my game.
That's the most casual 200 mil I've ever heard. And I'm glad it's on live stream, because
It was-
what the fuck?
2.5 bill, not 200 mil.
Oh, I thought it was 200 mil you were saying. I was like, as if you'd be that calm.
I got 2.5 bill total.
Still.
Jeez.
Right, fantastic. So the last topic I've got lined up, and let's stretch everyone's memory, is what did you buy with your first ever full paycheck? So not like a part-time job, like the first time you got a full month's pay.
Let me look this
What
up.
did you treat yourself with?
Ooh.
I'm gonna look this up in my the sites where I bought stuff. 1 second. Gotta check the date. Gotta check the date. It's one of two
Are
things.
we talking about like at our first job, like back in high school, kind of?
So I'm meaning kind of like first
on
full,
this platform.
more like no, first like full-time paycheck. So not like high school part-time weekend jobs,
Okay.
like your first full month of.
Yeah.
Nikki got a new laptop.
Someone
Nice.
can go first.
So I mean, I'll go first if no one else
Yeah, go.
knows. So I got myself a nice set of speakers. They're downstairs still plugged in, yeah. But because before I'd had like a set for 10 years, and I just wanted some good speakers. Like I play guitar, I'd like to listen to music, so I thought, right, let's get some nice loud ones with a subwoofer. Lovely, lovely job. That was the first thing. You know, one of the more expensive Logitech sets. I think it wasn't like a really expensive one, but it was, you know, a very nice upgrade from what I had.
Sorry, I keep reading the chat. It's like muscle memory. Especially when I get atted. But my first thing I bought was not from my first paycheck, but first few,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my PC setup for YouTube.
Nice.
So a lot of money gone. And
How long ago was that?
I bought that at right around Christmas 2018, I believe.
2018. Damn.
Yeah, that was like let me look. I think that was like
Again, you're showing your age here, Eric. You're so young.
yeah, I'm only 20.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking, man. My first paycheck was back in, like, proper one would have been like 2010, 9 when I left high school.
Jeez. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 29.
What? I mean,
I know, right?
it's like you're almost a decade older than me, dude.
Eric, the fucking millennial.
But yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty sick, though. I always wanted to make money with YouTube, as in like being able to buy things I wasn't allowed to buy from my parents, being like a strong PC, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I could afford it at some point, and I was like, holy shit! Finally, I can have a PC that doesn't give me like 20 FPS of Battlefield 3, dude. Oh,
I think I bought a phone. I think I bought a new phone with my first one.
What kind of phone?
Sony Ericsson sort of thing.
Oh, Sony, huh?
Yeah, this was like, you know, back in those days, it was like before iPhone was the big smartphone. There was like all these other brands competing for it. And Sony had like the buttons on the side, so play, pause, all that shit. Long time ago. But I remember what I bought with the first YouTube pay. I actually bought bonds for the giveaway.
Well,
Nice.
that's interesting. That is, huh?
Because, you know, through the community, I was able to get the money, so I thought, give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Did
big
you-
thing, I think, hey.
Spend the entire paycheck on it? I hope not.
No, I didn't get much of my
Okay.
first one anyway.
Oh.
So what else have we got in
My
chat? We've got Shigoki went and ate at a restaurant. Nice.
A restaurant.
A restaurant. Plum moved out, which is quite a solid option for your first paycheck.
That's quick.
Fletching got a TV. Solid.
For his Xbox, I assume.
That's exactly what I got. The same as Fletching.
TV.
I went and, I guess, yeah, that's the answer to my question. I went and bought a TV and a PlayStation 3. So that was the best thing at the time. I wasn't a fan of Xbox. I don't know why. I went for the PS3 because my friends were on it. And that would have been like my first experience of actual like online gaming with friends. That kind of took up
Was that why you were
another
still?
few years of my life.
Was that still in Oz or New Zealand?
What's that?
Was that-
This is when I was in New Zealand.
Okay, so Harvey Norman, or not?
Yeah, pretty much somewhere like that. It was either that or I think it was Noel Leeming. If you're familiar with Noel Leeming.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember it like.
Yeah, I
It's
think I got it from Noel Leeming. But it was that long. Like, I'm talking 10 years ago, man. 10 years ago.
a long way to
Norman,
think back.
such a dodgy company. Just saying.
Yeah. And then I think my first Twitch paycheck was everything got put into the setup that I've got now. Because when I started streaming, it was very minimal.
You got your lights behind you, obviously.
Oh man, we got heaps of stuff now. I got a third monitor, a better
So cool
light.
to see your growth like that, though, because like it's so cool to see a success story from someone who actively didn't, have it from the start. That's awesome.
No, I definitely didn't. This is, you never expect it to go anywhere, but it's the only reason I've come this far. And this year is just a big year for me. Just even goals IRL, it's allowed me to kind of clear all my debt, finish my setup, get a lot of upgrades, even little things that like probably aren't seen as necessary, things like stream decks and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's just nice
Everything's kind of
upgrades.
pieced together nicely. And then things that kind of go unnoticed, like the emotes and the overlays that are being made, they added up really quick as well.
Oh yeah, they do.
Man, they added up quick.
Fiverr, my best friend.
Yeah, must be nice, man.
Yeah, just got to go on Fiverr, get some display pictures made.
Bruh.
That's
And
like where most
the
people
shittiest
start.
thing about Partner, like it's just Partner's just created, you now need to get 40 more emotes. I'm sitting there like, bro, this is the month I had to get my car fixed. I'm just like, oh, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
glad
you
I
pay for them and I'll get them.
Pardon?
Since we're partners, right? Since we're partners, you pay for them and I'll put them on.
I know, right? That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Man,
It doesn't really feel like a partnership at the end of the day, does it? They take 50%, you do all the work.
I have it. Yeah, I guess, but they do provide the platform for you to use.
Which is a
I
lot
suppose.
in a way,
I
but not
suppose.
really. Once they're established, I mean, Twitch didn't start big, so.
Amazon now.
I mean, YouTube was
Sure,
just
they got
a
the
couple
money.
friends having a laugh, uploading some videos, dude.
I miss those days. Like back in just people used to upload dumb shit for the sake of dumb shit.
Numa guy, Star Wars kid, both classics.
They're still there, but you've got to like really look
Yeah.
for them. You've got to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. James, you've got such a insane backstory as well. Obviously, I know,
Yeah,
but
my
I don't know if
backstory
these
is-
guys do. So I don't know if you want to just
No,
briefly
feel
go
free to
through it
bring
because
up. Like, that is-
it's really
definitely
interesting.
something I'm open about.
Like, I mean, I guess if it's probably easier if you just kind of do a brief
Yeah,
overview, and
okay,
then I'm
so-
sure there'll be questions.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if like Eric or Jim here know my history, but in 2014 I went to prison for 2.5 years. So that's where I missed 2.5 years of pretty much anything. So when it comes to like that movie that I hadn't seen and stuff, that all happened while I was away.
Okay.
Which is, and I realized as soon as I saw the date, I was like, well, I didn't see that because I've been to prison and I was in there for a long time. I didn't go to university until I got out of prison, and that's when I started getting back into RuneScape, which originally kept me out of trouble. It means I could stay home all weekend and still have a good time, and it just kind of escalated from there, and it kept rolling. And through university, I got a good job at this accounting firm. And that's pretty much where I want to stay. I do work full-time as an accountant now. I've got my degree, but streaming is kind of that thing that happened after hours as just a hobby to begin with. And as I said earlier in the podcast, I'd be kind of stupid to just give it up.
Exactly. I mean, the amount of time you put into it is pretty crazy, probably.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah. But that's really interesting. That you're the first.
Yeah, so
person
that's kind of like my story in a nutshell. And then it just kind of this year it boosted even. Like I never aimed for partner. I never thought I would jump off the ground as quick as I did. But marketing was one of my majors, and I kind of knew it was a good time to start streaming with all the talk. And me being the meme in the community at the time, it would have been like the only opportunity I had to capitalize on.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Um,
That's how some YouTubers become big because drama and they just pop up.
Yeah.
The guy that like roasted PewDiePie became big for that. So drama and then
Yeah,
took it.
I can
and-
relate to the not planning on it either, because like again, I uploaded to just show a friend a video, and then it's like the fuck, like you don't plan on that. It just, and I guess it's when it's organic and natural like that, it just what makes it feel so special.
Oh,
And yeah,
that's interesting. Two and a half.
it's pretty interesting. And then there's also like you may get like the big boost, like everyone will come check you out to begin with, but then you've got to be able to hold those people there. You've got to be able to like capitalize on like for example, I could host someone for 100 people. Whether they keep those 100 people or not, that's their job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very true. Very
something
true.
YouTube doesn't have there is hosting. Maybe that should be a feature.
I would love if you could just raid people on YouTube.
What after?
Now, actually, at the same time, I feel like if you're doing, I would only really give someone a shout out if they're really doing something well. I've mentioned a couple of people in my videos, but other than that, this is gonna be like sound a little weird, but they have to suffer the grind as well, in my opinion. Otherwise, they're not worth
Yeah,
what it. It's
work for it.
You've worked
sort
hard
of
for
thing,
it for
yeah.
for where you've
and
got
then
to.
and Twitch probably you have to work to stay up there. I mean YouTube same thing, but Twitch probably like you have to always be upbeat. You have to be
We got
entertaining.
shouted out by a creator a week ago, I think. Me and you, Eric.
Wait, both? Hold up.
Yeah, we were both shouted out in a video. I think it was
Eddie's community showcase.
Wazza or something. No. I think it was
Are you
Wazza.
sure it wasn't Eddie?
Hold up. I need to.
Oh yeah, thanks for the shout
Actually,
out.
yeah, I know. I saw that when I.
Right.
Oh yeah, man, your shoey is amazing. Yeah, it was
Oh,
weird. It
right.
was in a
No,
video
I
you
had
did.
a little bit too much to drink that night. I went to bed, woke up, and this thing was already posted on YouTube. I'm like, what? Cool. How'd you get it up so quick? Like, you must have just like, it happened at like 2 a.m. and it was on YouTube at like 5 a.m. I'm like,
That was
what
just
the
good
hell?
timing, to be honest, because what I do with any of the community videos is throughout the week I'll be collecting the art and stuff, and then on the Thursday I'll look for YouTube, and then on the Friday I grab the Twitch clips. And it just so happened that your clip had like blown up, and I saw it immediately. I was like, "That's going in."
Is
There's
there a
no
way for you to see it? Is there a way for you to see it just as a category?
So if you go to the RuneScape category, you can go to videos and then clips, and you
Sort by
can.
views?
I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. Oh, was it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So you
When
can
I
see
was
like
on,
what's what else has
stream
been going
earlier,
on.
I was found by people who were just like watching. I think one of them was watching Protoxx's video, and then he was like, "Yeah, just link me afterwards."
Sorted. Yeah, it does. It does have a tendency actually of linking live streams. I think I've seen after a lot of the time it goes there.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
man.
Which is kind of, I guess, the
System update
hosting on
incoming.
YouTube, isn't it?
That's kind of
Yeah.
nice for you though, Eddie, because it kind of already filters out like the popular ones.
It does, but obviously I still pick and choose from there because there's obviously a certain
Yeah,
topic
and
we
then-
were discussing about earlier that I want to avoid.
Man,
So
very true. I
yeah.
thought maybe you just saw the clip somewhere, or you were in the stream for that
No,
portion,
no.
or saw someone exclamation mark Shuey in my chat and decided to add it to your video because I couldn't. I thought you were just going around finding different channels and different clips on your own, just like researching them and digging for hours.
That
and
would
hours.
take
I didn't know
me
if there was a
so long. I have to do that for the YouTube videos. I have to kind of click through and look at them all. But and I'm
right.
sub to a lot of different creators now on that channel, just to keep a track of it all.
Just
So hard.
a thing I was going to mention about that. You should have Eddie's top 3 of the week. I think that's your like special shout out for that.
Well, I've got my like last one at the end. We have a featured YouTuber.
Yeah, but like top 3 out of each thing. Like these are the 3 that I picked personally because that's your touch. And again, it goes back to the authenticity because your voice has meaning in the community because you're the spokesperson for a lot of us.
The spokesperson.
You've got the connection to tie us all together. That's the thing. And it's like what holds more value than your voice in that regard? Because you can see everyone's content, so you know what content's better than others.
I guess. I've never really thought about it that way. And the problem is, if I'm doing top threes, it's everyone has a different style of content, so it's quite hard to do a top three, for example. Like, you've got Iron Man series, you've got guides, you've got, that they're the main
It's
two, to be
subjective.
honest. But
What's your top 3?
I know, but I don't really want to do that because I feel like everyone's content is worth a position. I don't necessarily want to be ranking people.
Same. I was gonna do tier lists for YouTubers as a joke, but I ended up not doing that.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel right in a way because everyone has put their own time into it, and I don't want to be like diminishing some people's stuff.
I think rather than top, what I was just meaning is like highlights. Like, these are my 3 highlights of the group.
I mean, it already is highlights because there's only like
Yeah.
7 clips that make it in out of the like 100 or so videos that are uploaded each week. So it's kind of already is a cut down. That's a lawnmower outside.
Sound like a car.
At fucking, what, like 9 p.m.? What?
11 a.m. Hang on, let me close the window. This is going to get really warm really quick, but oh my god, that's loud.
You love to see it.
Wrong way round, and oh, peace.
But fuck. There's something I wanted to say from like something just before you mentioned that a creator mentioned us both in a video, being Waswar. What was it again? Fuck. I forgot.
We were on the tail end of James's story with
Yes, James.
Yes.
So the car thing.
Yep.
I'm surprised that's 2.5 years for stealing a car, but I'm surprised that's like not. I don't know. Like I thought it'd be.
So it was the charge was organized crime because there was about 30 unlawful take motor vehicle charges in it. So I can talk about it now because I've already been charged for it and I've done my time. So there's no debts to society there. So what we were actually doing, the reality of it was we were stealing cars and operating a chop shop for a few years before they finally caught us. I mean, they had been arresting us for years and years. We've been in and out, but getting away with a lot of stuff. And then eventually it got to the point where maybe we pushed it a bit too far and got caught red-handed. And then that was enough for us to do 2.5 years, long story short.
Okay.
There was a group of us. It's
Was it annoying? Like to just like, or did you have things to do in prison? I'm just curious because it depends on the prison,
inside
right?
it wasn't so bad. So like we get it very easy. I'll say that for a start in New Zealand. It's not like I was looking over my shoulder every day or anything like that. We had pretty relaxed units because we were low security. I mean, you get decent meals, breakfast, lunch, and tea. I was working.
Sounds good, dude. Where do I sign up?
I know, right? It's like they have to give you like the basics of life and like showers. You get your own shower. That's one thing I was kind of scared of. Like, do I have to shower with everyone else? But no, you get your own shower in your room.
Dropping the soap, dude.
That's fucking crazy good. You got the shower.
Yeah, it was
room.
pretty like it. I got it really lucky. We went and we knew a lot of people that were already in there just because of our offending. We came. We knew a lot of people in that kind of field. So we were pretty well looked after when we went through. But when I got out, the goal was to, in New Zealand, they focus more on reducing reoffending. So all the rehab and stuff you go through while you're in there is it's to try and keep you from going back in. So they try and address the reoffending instead of like maybe your immediate issues. And for me, since I don't do drugs or alcohol, alcohol was kind of like an occasional thing. For me, it was just kind of outlining my high risk situations. So things for me were like financial struggles and stuff like that. How could I address things better? And I just decided to go back to uni and finish that because I was already partway through my degree.
Dude. That's really cool to hear. Like you just turned your life around.
So for me, like, like for me, the highlight was graduating uni. For me, that was a huge milestone in my life, and my whole family were quite proud of that. And then anything after uni would have been like the last year of my life. it's pretty much all been on Twitch.
Did you feel, because obviously there might be some people listening who could be in a similar situation as well. Did you feel obligated to not leave that life, or you just didn't see another way out of it?
For me, it was just the money. I was just chasing money, because I wasn't trying to fuel an addiction or anything like that. And I guess the situation I was in is I was working full time at like a fast food restaurant, and the majority of my paycheck was just going to pay rent and then whatever bills I had, and then see all your money till next payday. And that was literally what I was living for like 3 or 4 years, just paycheck to paycheck, no spending money. And then I was just like, I saw my flatmates making a lot of money doing this, so I started getting involved, and then life became a little bit more luxurious. And then and then I went inside, and then that's when you really, really start to value your time and value like what you have and what you don't have. And yeah, he may have this and that, but I'd rather just be behind instead of, they call it a lag because you are behind. But I guess now that I've realized that Twitch has really helped me out, because now I'm debt free and I'm getting further faster. I do put most of everything I get back into the streams, but now it's coming to the point where there is nothing more I can add to the streams. I've got everything I ever wanted.
You got lights out of it. You even have those triangular lights, which are like
the nano
super expensive, dude. Those are like premium things, dude.
Yeah. I got
nice.
literally everything. Like, there's nothing more I could have. The only reason the partnership really kind of just hit me a little bit, because I need all these new emotes all of a sudden, and I wanted to get better overlay. So at the moment I'm talking to someone on Fiverr. They're designing me some new overlays, panels, everything to do with all that stuff. But after that, sweet as.
Yeah. See, I'm proud of you thinking like that, because I'm a big advocate for living that sort of way, because I myself was in massive debt, 4 or 5 years ago, and then I worked my ass off fucking 5 years to get out of it. And now I'm at the point where it's like my overheads are so low, and people are like, how are you going to make YouTube full time? And I go, I don't need much to do this full time. I'm not looking to, go above and beyond buying Mercedes and all this extravagant shit. I just want to do this as a job, not go to work with a boss yelling at me, and put food on the table. That's it. Anything above that is just extra.
And is YouTube for you right now? Are you full time?
Pretty much.
Ah, nice. So, that's cool. Like, for me, I actually, straight up, I get paid more from Twitch than I do my real job. But I'm not gonna give up my real job, because
don't. Yeah,
they fit together. Like, they fit in a roster.
Yeah, if you can work one around the other, that's fine.
Money.
The thing that I've spoke to Protoxx about this before, and I actually had the conversation with Dark World. If you guys know him, he was in my comments on another video. We were talking about the monetization thing, and I told him, I make probably 3 times more than you with half the views, because you swear on your videos and stuff like that. That really brings down your CPM. Like, for us, it's more like talking $7 to $8 per 1,000 views, where most people in the gaming community, they're on $1 to $2.
Yeah, that could be. I actually never viewed it that way. But I think I compared one video with his of mine before in PM, and it was I was very surprised at how low his profits were on that video.
Yeah, it's literally because if you're not PG, that's immediately what happens on YouTube, is it drops completely, and it's the quality of ad that you get. And I was saying this on my stream earlier. It's like, I get a Coca-Cola ad, you get home brand ad. I get paid more by Coca-Cola than home brand. That's what it is. I get Toyota, you get Great Wall. That's how YouTube does its ads, because these big companies, you get ranked. You get a profile on YouTube, which is what I was talking about earlier. If you're an A-tier person, doesn't matter your subscriber count. If you're an A-tier clean content, you get premium ads. If you're down the list, well, that's where your ads start getting more and more dodgy. That's how YouTube works.
Yeah.
Or you just get demonetized fully in your entire channel. I saw that happen to a fitness YouTuber who just soared a lot. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So they just ended up making their own site and then just uploaded stuff there.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, they're like monthly subscription for the site. I think it was like $5. So it's like kind of like Twitch, but then their own site for videos. It's kind of interesting.
Fun.
But dude, I know Dark World is also. I mean, I think he really wants to become a full-time YouTuber, really badly, like a Let's Play type, because he's also trying to expand now because he knows
He's
that.
just gonna have to work 3 times harder to
Yeah.
get there. That's the thing. Clean it up a little bit, and you do half the amount of like views and subs and everything to get to that point quicker, just by cleaning it up.
3 times the effort is a lot if you're already putting in shit tons of hours.
Exactly. Yep.
And I mean,
That's where I can do it full time, is because I'm so clean that it's just like I only need a fraction of what most people are on to get to the same point.
Fair. I would like to drive a nice car though. That's why I'm studying something else.
I don't go anywhere. I just make content, so I don't need a car.
Fair, but like if it's like a hobby, I don't know. I just the same reason. I don't know.
My nice car is about 10 grand, so it's not like anything extravagant, but it probably flogs everything that's 100 grand anyway.
I mean, depends on what kind of car, but secondhand is a good market if you know what you're getting into.
On a drag strip, of course.
You're modifying your car into something ridiculous.
They come out pretty crazy already. It's an XR6 Turbo, which is an Australian car.
They are a big
so they come out pretty.
Your Fords.
I have never heard of that car.
They come out all right. It's a straight 6 single turbo car, and you chuck a little bit into it with injectors, valve springs, intercooler, and you're talking 300 kilowatts at the wheels.
Yeah, but is it actually like proper? And you're gonna have a lot of maintenance, right? If you do that.
No, it's bulletproof. It's better than a 2J.
Yeah, but how does it?
It's a 4-liter 6-cylinder. That's a massive 6-cylinder.
That's big. I wonder how it looks like that, because I care a lot about looks of a car.
Mine's a
They're not too bad.
So
I'm actually, that's my next big goal as a car. Apart from, I probably will get it home at some point, but like we got a scheme here. I think Aussie have the same thing. Ours is called Kiwi Saver, but yeah, car's my next big thing. I think I want an Evo 8.
They're nice.
I've had one before, but yeah, that got repoed with everything else.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
How would you like say that's one to do? Like how do you make that decision? Or you just do it?
Okay, so like how did I first start offending?
Yeah.
And so what happened was I was a victim of I had an Evo 3 back in the day, and I was cruising in town with my mates, and there was a group of us there, but we ran into a group of other people down in some like low key as car park, and we didn't expect to bump into them there. And that night I lost my car, and I was like, no way, like what can I do? You know, I couldn't do anything, but you know, the people I was with, they're just like, no, we're gonna go get your car back. So that turned into some big drama between 2 different suburbs and 2 different crews, and then long story short, I never got my car back, but I turned into like I started to meet a lot of people that were kind of dodgy / offenders, and we started going out and getting involved with a lot of vehicle theft. So whether it started off as like head units and wheels and stuff like that, then it just turned into whole cars, and then it started turning into something more serious. Because what a lot of people probably don't realize, you can steal a car, take it, and you know tomorrow it could be found or with no wheels on it, small things like that. But we were getting into a area where you know we would change the chassis numbers and stuff on cars so that we could re-register them and sell them off for what they're worth. And that's when it became organized crime. And that is also when it was considered a chop shop, because we were putting basically, we would have like a deregistered car or a car that's been written off.
And then you rip the VIN off it and you slap it on
we'd
the
just rip the VIN, rip the plates off, re-weld them in, sell it as a brand new car, you know, easy money. And it's very difficult for them to prove that. But that got addictive, and we're making a lot of money doing that. And then we also had a good relationship with the scrap metal people. So like we could take some nice cars and then boom, scrap metal would give us $3,000 for them.
Wait,
Toyota
what?
Hiluxes and stuff, like Toyota Hiluxes,
Hold up.
Hiaces.
What?
Dollars
'Cause-
probably. New Zealand dollars are about
Yeah, but
double euros.
It's like Monopoly money.
but
but,
like
like-
for scrapping a car, isn't like that $200?
Nah. So what they do, they're a parts export place where they just simply cut the front end off and ship the engine overseas, and then probably part out the remainder of it.
Fuck.
And diesel Hiluxes, diesel Hiaces as well, were vehicles that were very rarely found. So if you were to scrap one of them, and it's quite an easy $3,000 overnight, and we would just go do that every night of the week.
Huh.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So
And it's really nice knowing that, you know, this guy will come and take it off our hands first thing in the morning.
did he know you were?
They knew what we were doing. Yeah, they got in
Okay.
trouble as well.
Yeah, right.
I'm very interested in like how much money you'd be making a month. Just
Oh, bro, nothing to show for it if that matters.
wait, what?
As in, he got nothing in the
like,
end. Yeah.
The lifestyle we were living was just like we were terrible, man. We were going out wasting money, drinking. Like, well, I wasn't really drinking, but we'll go and dine out at like restaurants every single night of the week. We'd go and shout people here, cruise around, and we have the flashiest cars and everything. Like, people would look at us and be like, "How does that guy have those kind of vehicles when he can't even dress properly?"
Yeah, right.
I mean, that being said, there are wealthy people who just use casual clothes. I've seen them.
They always say
I
the richest
think I
people
like
dress
that.
casually.
Yeah,
Like
I think I
really
like
rich
that.
people. Yeah.
but I'm surprised. That's crazy. But at the same time, someone who just loses his car and his parts are like sent overseas, that's kind of sad for that person, obviously.
Yeah, it's quite funny because we get the reparation when we got caught, we got reparation. So that's them trying to get the money back from us. And what we figured out is our victims weren't the ones that were affected. Well, they kind of were immediately, but most of them were insured. Well, pretty much all of them were
Yeah,
insured.
be the
It
insurance
was
companies.
insurance companies that were chasing us for the money.
And they've got some fucking lawyers behind them, so
Yeah, so
What-
they
what
were
about-
not happy,
What about?
happy
'Cause-
people.
But not everyone has like a full insurance coverage. You have different tiers, I assume, right? Like basic.
Yeah, we do. So there
Oh.
are definitely different tiers of insurance. I guess most of them must have had full insurance. The ones that didn't came after us, and there were still some people when we got out that they I'm not gonna lie, there are people out there that never got their money, and there are a lot of things out there that I didn't get caught for. But it was all kind of settled on the day. Anything beyond that, this is your time. If anything pops up, don't worry. You'll get charged for it, but you won't do any more time for it. And that's kind of the deal we came to in the end. And I guess there's a lot of people out there that just they lost, say, their wheels. They know it was us. They never got anything for their wheels, so they don't like me. They don't like my friends.
Do you
And-
live in fear that
So
someone?
yeah, that's
might,
kind of where I was leading. So
like stab you or something. I don't know, like some crazy.
Nah, so I don't really live in fear when I probably should, but I guess it's been so long now that I don't really care, and I'm a pretty safe person. Like I know, like when I first got out of prison, I went back into like the car scene, which is where all my friends are. We go cruising every Friday, Saturday nights, and that was more of a I would go out, and it's quite. I don't know if this is weird or not, but everyone knew me as that person to not fuck with. Like, they're just like, nah, that guy just got out of prison. When it's not as bad. Like, if you met me as a stranger, I'm fully approachable. When I went to university, no one had any idea that I had just got out of prison because I'm not like your local gang member that's got tattoos all over his face and difficult to approach. Like that is not me. I could have a proper conversation with almost anyone, and I guess people just know you for your past. And that's something I got to live with, especially when it comes to like jobs and just people in that scene. But I mean, we're talking
Was it
6
harder?
years ago. Is it
But of
hard?
course-
Because you have a
Yeah.
record. I assume.
It's hard because I've got a record, but that's inevitable for me. So I can't let that deter me from trying.
Of
The
course
worst
they're
they're gonna
scared of
say
you
is
though.
no,
You're Wellington's best PVMer. I'm shit scared of you.
Right?
Coming out one shot and tell us.
Bruh. Telos one-shot me. It's kind of sad. Bastard that he is. Don't like Telos.
I have to say though, James, that's an amazing story, and you should be
Yeah.
proud for coming out of that, clear too.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
You
The
could have
university was
easily
the
turned down the
first
wrong road.
Yeah, easily I could have.
Yeah, exactly. That's
the
usually
opportunities for me were pretty good. Like at the time, I had a good job, and working at the accounting firm, they actually paid for me to go to university, so they paid for my papers. And
what?
So when I started working for this accounting firm, they just offered, because they knew I'd got out of prison, so they were trying to keep me out of prison. So part of that was sending me to university, paying for my papers so that I can get a degree without having a student loan to pay off after. And that is
Holy shit!
that is where I sit today. So thanks to them, I really got my degree. Now I've got a full-time job. Yeah, that's pretty much life right now is work.
Damn,
My
dude.
standard 40
I
hours
mean,
a
that's
week.
how you get an employee. Not leaving anywhere, are you?
Nah.
But I'm sure it was in their good intentions to do it. And I think whoever that owner is of that business, they definitely sleep well at night knowing that they've made a difference in someone's life like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I have a weird question. Oh, I'll shut up for a second. Eddie, do you think?
Thank you, Yui, for subscribing. You now have the little mithril microphone, I believe. And continue, Eric. Sorry.
This is just a question. I would like, what's the most expensive car you've ever nicked?
Probably between
Just
30,
sorry, it's like I don't know.
between 30 and 40.
It's so intriguing, isn't it?
Holy
You can't.
crap.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of Evo 8s went missing. A lot of Evo 789s went missing. A lot of RX 7s went missing.
Full JDM.
A
Fucking
lot
shit.
of a lot of like track cars, that tier of stuff went missing. But then again, there's a lot of shit cars that went missing as well. But like, there are some good nights out there that I'll remember, that never forget. But shake my head sometimes, like, damn, bro.
That is, it's just incredibly interesting. Do you think that, I don't know if you talked about it on stream, on your own stream, a lot publicly, but I mean, probably you would have. Do you think?
Yeah,
that
I
has-
have a lot. I've pretty much told everything.
Is that not? Do you think that might have had people get a feel
What?
for you, and like they think of you differently, and they're like, oh, okay, this guy changed his life, and that's
Yeah,
why
that's the appeal of the channel there too. Again, I talked about this. I said I got a feling this guy's a personality, not just the RuneScape player.
The thing is, I had a decision. Like, I could have said nothing about it and just try to be, a fresh start, my own person. But my in-game name is my real name, and that's me making an account when I'm like, how old? 2007 we're talking, and the Twitch name was my name as well. So there's no way that I could possibly hide who I am. And all it takes is one person to Google search my name, and all of a sudden, think they've solved this huge mystery, and then all I see is this like thing blowing up. Like, I don't want to wake up tomorrow and everyone's saying that I'm a criminal, I went to jail for this, that. I'd rather just say it first so that they don't have that on me.
Take control of it.
That you
isn't
own it. You own it too. That's awesome.
You own it, and I've got nothing to hide. I've been caught. I've done my time. It is what it is. I can't change it now, but I can work on my future, I guess, and it's pretty much just unfolding as each day goes by.
All right.
Very well done.
Damn.
Fantastic. Well, I feel like. Oh,
This
sorry.
is the most interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say this is the most interesting podcast I've been on so far. That's why it's 3 hours or something. Oh man.
Yeah, just over
Starting
3
to-
hours now.
Oh Jesus.
So I feel like we should maybe start to wrap it up. So
Yeah,
we
it might be a good idea.
will say our goodbyes. Again, we will start from the left as always. Jim, the evil one. What have you got coming? Because you're on the left, remember?
Oh yeah, because got it. Left of frame.
Left of frame is evil. That is why he is called Evil Jim.
Thank you to everyone who has watched the whole way through. It's nice to see that these podcasts are growing as well. More of you guys tuning in every week to listen to us ramble about shit. So we really do appreciate that a lot. And again, if you know any content creators that you guys want us to try and get on the podcast as well, let us know. You can always reach us on all of our Discords and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for listening.
James, your first time on here?
Yeah, so this is my first podcast, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks to you guys as well, because I had no idea what this was going to be like going into it. I guess it's just a conversation at the end of the day, you know. It's how hard could it be to have a conversation? So that's kind of my mentality coming into today. Is they're going to ask questions and they're going to be on topic. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. And it's the first time meeting Protoxx and Laser Shark. So hey guys,
Connections.
Yeah.
The network is growing, and Mr. Eric,
Network is
Mr. Protoxx. What's
Oh
up?
yeah, I'm gonna do this. Great for you. So guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a
He
comment down
deserves
below.
the sub. Make sure you hit him the sub.
it's going to be the outro, man.
I swear, if anyone's watching this video like on you or listening to the end, you should just subscribe. If you've listened to 3 hours and you're not giving this man a sub, what is wrong with you? Honestly, please give sub.
Fantastic. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, you better have. And thanks for watching on Twitch. If you missed anything, the guys that have been watching on Twitch, make sure to check out on YouTube, because I'll get this up at some point during the week, and we'll have a whole load of other stuff up there soon as well. So
He almost went for the plug there. I heard it.
no, man, you just
You better off. It came out.
Almost, dude.
Anyway, for now, everyone.
Next week.
Until next week, who knows who we'll have next week? Who knows? James, are you going to go live, or are you going to take the evening?
Nah, I'm not going to go live tonight. Take a night off.
Fantastic. Well, we are going to go and say hello to Mr. Rav, who I know is doing his own little push for partner, so we will say hello to him. He's checking out the patch notes, I believe, for this week. So, till next time, everybody on stream, I'll see you soon.